now my computer is good, and even the fucking fan is good. So you guys shouldn't hear anything right now,
Hello.
right?
Welcome to our discussion on Winter 2021 anime. I can't believe it's worse than 2020 already this year.
Some real
Yeah.
rough patches here, indeed.
I mean, at this rate, I think we're down for the devil turning out to be real or an alien invasion by the end of 2021.
All right. I just looked up on Twitter. I saw COVID Kim, but it's okay. Kim Jong Un is still in good condition. So it's about some person in Iowa. It looks
I
like.
mean, oh, okay, so it's just a
But
random guy named Kim
don't worry,
in Iowa.
DPRK is going strong, guys.
Hey,
There
I'm-
is hope in the world.
I mean, if he
There's
can be
something to
revived
fight
2
for.
times in a single year, I think he'll be all right.
I mean, as we
do
established,
have that
DPRK
two chain.
does have such good healthcare. They'll bring you back to life.
Hello, JT. We have JT24. We got WikiJupo in the chat and the stream. He's in both at the same time.
How
Unbelievable.
The real MVP.
Okay, I think we're gonna start this stream by talking about shows that are original, and then we have like 20-second seasons, so we'll talk about those later.
Yeah.
But let's get to these originals. We literally skipped the first 5 shows that are the most popular because they're like all second seasons.
All season 2.
All unoriginal trash.
Yeah,
All Hollywood garbage.
they're not even like they're all based on mangas or light
I
novels.
mean, it has to be definitively
No,
Actually,
no, I mean, like,
there's a lot of
ReZero is based on
diversion.
a light novel.
Well, actually, yeah, The Promised Neverland season 2 is an original anime, so we could talk about that.
We'll talk about that later.
Exactly. Wait, I have a question. Is Beastars also like the version for the manga or what?
No, I don't think so.
I mean,
Okay,
apparently I
anyways.
might
I don't
hope
know.
so, because I heard some people on Twitter, and like this is like far off into the future, but they say the ending of Beastars is just like weak or something, which is kind of disappointing to hear. Like how is that even possible with how good it is right
Has
now?
Beastar ended?
Yeah.
That you can have a controversial ending.
ended.
Yeah, it's over.
Oh, I have to refinish then. I stopped like in chapter 200 or something. I don't know.
Oh, I know that feel. I stopped.
Maybe some
Early
things are
intro,
better
yeah.
off
Love
I'm still
unfinished.
gonna go back and finish that soon.
Anyway,
That ReZero is based on a light novel, not a manga, and therefore it is
A
superior.
web
because
novel.
It is the greatest form of all Japanese media, light novels.
Web novels.
okay.
Web novels, that's right, true.
Hello, isekai scum loving Stasai apologists. Okay, let's talk about
I've been
our
called an apologist
let's
before.
talk about, I guess, the most popular rom-com of the season, Horimiya. Is that how you say
Oh, yes. Yes, Horimiya.
it? I bought 1 volume of the manga, and that's literally all I read. So that's all I know
I
going into
watched
this.
Up to episode 4.
So, as you all know, I'm very sexual and romantic, and I gotta say, I love this show. Not as good as Over the Moon, but that's a high bar. I put this like second below in the genre after Over the Moon.
This show is very good. Like, I like
Very.
the characters. The humor is on point. Like, there's some pretty solid jokes. Like, I love the part. It was like towards the ending, I think, of like episode 2, where like where they're like, oh, is he your boyfriend or something?
Yeah, there is
Like
gay
the other.
dating. The show seems to really like.
Yeah.
It seems pretty straightforward,
Yeah,
so that's
it's
pretty
fine.
nice.
Gay dating, I mean, like,
Yeah, it is very straightforward, but it's just like this funny.
Yo,
It's
got
about
Anna
us.
Markey in chat. I was just wondering if you want to join the stream. You don't have to, but you're in the chat.
Yeah, you're welcome to join. Yeah, like it's just this like fun and cute rom-com. Like it's very solid.
What does it
Like,
have
there's nothing
different from
too-
others? Why is it so popular? I was not
because
watching
it's
this, by the way.
amazing. Because it's
Uh,
amazing. And the dude is badass, that's why.
Yeah, he is pretty cool.
It's a
Like the, okay,
badass motherfucker.
like the premise
Now, I'm not even gonna say
basically.
anything else, just watch it, you will be satisfied.
So for those of you at home that want a bit
We're
more of
supposed to talk about it.
That's all I'm gonna say, Wiki. Your Juan Medea tastes and all your other critical ping pong loving darlings might not like it because they're all up their own buttholes. But I enjoyed Horiyama. and I will continue to enjoy.
I think we need a
Dude,
rom-com battle, though. Is this show better than bottom-tier character Tomizaki? Because I think that's pretty good.
I think this is better. I thought that show. We can talk about that show after.
This show reminds me of back when I watched Scrubs back in the day. That feeling.
Really? Scrubs?
Yeah.
It honestly makes me think less of the show now that you.
No, it's
Scrubs.
You're playing
No,
it
I don't.
less than you know I've watched every episode of Scrubs.
Look, I'm just saying.
Hello,
Scrubs
Posadas
is like-
Pac-Man has joined the chat.
Okay. Yeah. So I'm only going to be here for as long as my phone's battery holds out.
Okay.
Because I'm heading back home as we speak. But yo, Horimiya, best rom-com since Kaguya.
Yep.
Y'all can
Amen
fight.
to that.
Hey, no, agreed.
Man,
Yep.
this show's getting a lot of hype in the corner, and here I am with a manga I haven't finished, like because I've read one chapter.
Someone convince.
I literally bought the manga because I like. There's only like a few manga that are like rated popular. Like, it only feels like there's a few on this list, and like Horiyama's up there, so I'm just like, I'll try it out.
I'm gonna throw this out here. Horimiya has some of the characters. I have a Chad tier list. Like I have a list of male characters who are like on the Chad list, right? And the top of the Chad list is Izumi from O Maidens in Their Savage Season.
Wait,
right?
this guy's name is also Izumi.
And, yeah.
Okay.
But
yeah, Izumi. Yeah, he's.
Wait,
Look,
are you
look,
sure
guy
we watch
gets-
the same show?
no.
He radiates Sigma male energy. If
No,
y'all know what
seriously. Seriously, Izumi from fucking O Maidens in Their Savage Season gets caught wanking by the girl he likes.
Yep.
Stares her straight in the face, and he's just like, "Yo, let's just forget about that, right? We're all good, right?" Doesn't give a fuck.
It's all in the
Doesn't
past.
Give a fuck.
Yes. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
He is peak Chad, and on top of that, when he like wants to confess, he plays along with his girlfriend's funny story at the thing. Like, you know, he is peak Chad.
I have a
And there is
confession.
very-
I have a
there is
confession.
very little.
I have a
Yeah.
confession. When I first watched Omaze the Savage Season, I thought like Izumi wasn't dealing with like these like turbulent emotional feelings he didn't know how to express to other people. I literally thought he was like asexual and just like trying it out, like trying to get one out, like just for the hell of it.
Nah.
And I thought he was
remember
into
that.
trains. I thought he was like a train guy.
Well,
Like,
he
I
is
just
into
love
trains.
trains.
He's into a very different kind of train collecting.
Things don't work.
Okay, but here's the thing, right? This is my point. We're talking about Horimiya.
Right.
There is
The
a
other
Chad
Izumi.
there is a Chad to surpass Izumi in Horimiya. Okay? And that is Hori's little brother. Hori's little brother is absolute
Who's that?
peak Chad energy. Okay, so Hori has a little brother in the
Hori
show, right?
Sota.
And
Yeah.
No.
he purposefully doesn't come home from school to give Izumi the opening. He's wingmanning. He's wingmanning for
Oh,
Izumi
that's right.
like an absolute beast. And then, this is not a spoiler because it's only a throwaway line. There's a flash forward sequence at the end of the manga where all this bullshit that his big sister and her boyfriend to be that go through, this guy flat out goes up to the girl he likes and he's like, "I like you. Let's go out." Doesn't even ask, doesn't even say anything. Just like all of the bullshit that you go through throughout the manga, because it's great. It's cute as hell, but it's bullshit. Right.
It's rom-com.
Her little brother just flat out goes up to the girl he likes, T-poses to assert dominance, and then just says, "You're going out with me, that's it."
Okay.
And she's just
How,
like, okay.
how did she respond?
Are you over exaggerating when you say T-posing, or is he literally T-pose? This might be the
is-
greatest ask out ever. He's literally
It is an exaggeration, but that is like metaphorically T-pose. Like, he doesn't even like preamble, he doesn't fucking discuss, he just goes up to the girl and says, "I like you, and I know you kind of have a thing for me, we're going out." And she's like, "But
in
what?"
other words, he's got that T-pose energy.
Yeah.
Some people have manly energy. He's got the greater, superior.
As much
He
as we
is-
enjoy this,
he is
Wiki Jipo might
peak.
object to it as this is a toxic masculinity somehow. Is that
No,
true,
no.
Wiki
This
Jipo?
is peak.
Wait, how does the girl react to him?
the girl likes him. The girl likes him, and she's been liking him forever. And she keeps dropping hints, trying to get. And like he's spending all this time with her, and she's like,
Oh,
does
so
he
he
like
saw
me?
the
Does he not?
hints.
And then he just and he flat
knows
out
the
just turns
social
around to her.
game.
He flat out turns to her and says, "I know you like me. I like you. It should be obvious. So we're going out now." And
There's
he's
no
just like,
toxic
"Wait,
masculinity
what?
here. They're just both Shad.
Nah.
Well,
Yeah,
fine.
I get it. He's on the
He
list.
just-
Because I know you like hipster.
Oh, I'm gonna
He's
reply
peak
some comments though, but like
I
I
want
was
to watch
saying,
this show now.
does anyone feel embarrassed watching anime or manga they haven't seen for ages, like Death Note and Shaman King? Death Note is just good, like hands down, it's just good.
Well,
I
up
mean,
until a certain point.
I disagree with that, but
That's
you
fair
know,
enough.
I watched.
it's a different show past that point. It's a different show.
Yes, it is.
Um,
I do like the
and
show,
Shaman
though.
King, Shaman King's getting a remake, and it's probably going to be really hype. So there's no shame in liking
Like,
Shaman King.
Do you mean like feel embarrassed like rewatching and then realizing that it wasn't as good as you thought it was?
Oh yeah, I
suppose
get
so.
that. I get that. Okay.
Oh, I thought you meant like when you associate something with you from a young
I mean,
life. That's
besides
what I-
Pac-Man is talking about Full Metal Alchemist recently, and like that's one of the shows like I feel kind of ashamed that was like my favorite. I don't know. I'm starting to like go down the tier list, even though it's still good. It's just like,
Yeah.
why was
yeah,
this
I
my?
guess-
Why was
Look,
this
look,
the
this is the
centerpiece
thing.
of everything for me?
Exposed to more things.
This is what I'm saying, right? Because I'm watching Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood right now for the first time myself,
Okay.
and I'm not buying the hype. Like I know that it's going to be good by the end. I can sense greatness there, and I can see why. But at the same
Wait.
time,
Which one are you watching?
Wait,
Brotherhood, you
Brotherhood,
said.
not
have
the
you
original.
watched the original?
No.
God damn it! I was hoping I might find another member of the original was better club because
I'm part of that
The
club.
original
The
is
original
better,
is
club.
better.
Another guy. It's
I'm
the
part
The
of this
original is
club.
better.
Apparently, we all
President's
agree.
first-
This is surprising.
There you
But
go.
But this is the thing. Even just Full Metal Alchemist in general, like it's not like it is definitely showing its age, at least in my opinion. Like because it's like a product. Honestly, hot take of the century. I think, realistically speaking, Attack on Titan should replace. Full Metal
No,
Alchemist
you're
as number
absolutely
one.
right.
That's not
I have
even
no
a hot
problem
take.
with this.
It's like a
True.
cold take.
That is
This
true.
Is the coldest
yeah.
take.
This
This is the coldest take in
the,
the
are
history
the
of
times
the
we
world.
live in. Like it's a
No, let's
reality.
be real. Let's be real. Attack on Titan
Cold
was
take
perfect.
Israel. Cold take Israel is not a legitimate.
I think the
state,
original
okay?
Full Metal Alchemist is
Cool.
going to be harder to get into now that like it's here, but like I think thematically it's better. As like it just feels different than Brotherhood. Like it just feels
It
more
does.
unique.
It
The original
definitely
one
is.
feels more like an adventure story than a shonen fighting series.
Yeah.
Really
It feels like a
different.
fantasy like adventure, and the original
Yeah,
is
it's
just
like a really
the Brotherhood's just a
dark
shonen.
fantasy.
I like Brotherhood better, but like it's more complicated and it's more mature. So I guess
Mhm.
I wouldn't expect
Oh,
people.
yeah,
like
more
me to get
mature
it.
because the first 3 episodes where like the characters are like fighting someone like
Yeah,
fucking
because
violent, and they are like start like in the middle of the fight they start talking about how like his hive is not high enough
Yeah, well,
because he's too
If we're
small or
being
something.
honest, the show's
Yeah.
I
about
mean, if you're gonna critique the early episodes of Brotherhood, I don't know why, because it's like clearly if you're gonna like be because the early episodes of
I'm just-
2003, of course, were better because they had less material in the manga, so they tried to stretch out the manga episodes, so they were more thorough with those episodes. It's like Hunter x Hunter,
I
1999.
never watched
The
that.
early episodes of her.
That's a
Hunter
good
x Hunter
example. They are
1999
both
were good.
they both are trying to make it
I'm
more
going
dark,
to
right?
disagree both of you. Now if
Wait,
we
No, I was saying they had
Prize.
less material
What
to
I'm
work
saying
with.
is if you
All
look
right.
at
They
both
made
of-
But let's talk about let's move on. Let's talk about Jobless Reincarnation. This is getting thrown around as the best isekai, and like I can't even disagree. This is pretty
well, they're
good.
wrong.
me and Sophie
They're flat-
watched
they're flat out
earlier,
wrong.
and gotta
I don't
say,
know. This is a pretty good show
one of the
so
best
far,
episodes
and
so far.
we're getting promised already that this is going to be long running, and it's going to be 100 or so episodes, a full adaptation,
Okay.
which is an impressive
yeah,
feat
okay.
already.
All right, Pac-Man.
Okay.
I want you to go because me and Alex also wanted to talk about this.
Okay, so I can understand, and I'm actually interested. I'm gonna start watching it when I get home later tonight, right?
Hmm.
But rather later tonight. I'm gonna watch it when all you Americans have gone to bed. But the thing is, with that, I'm sorry, you can't call it like everyone's hailing it as the greatest isekai ever. I'm sorry, Log Horizon season 3 is airing right now. Y'all can step
Yeah,
up.
that's true.
Alright?
I mean, I can't. But I mean, you're not wrong.
Wow,
I
you
agree. I
mentioned
agree. It's
so-
good, but like this is. There's so many details in this anime. It's fascinating. Like I've seen some threads, and I don't really care. Like these aren't things I picked up on myself, but like the attention to detail is they're really like paying attention to like what makes like the medieval times different and like the household. It's quite odd. Like these weird
think-
little details that you would never notice.
Yes,
The coolest
very-
isekai-
Wait, like what? Wait.
Like there's an
Can you give
an
entire
example?
separate room for bathing, and apparently if you're a child in like
Isn't
medieval
that a
times,
bathroom?
you don't really get a bed. You don't really get a bed, so you're literally just like sleeping in like some closet or something, and that's what this guy's doing. He doesn't have a bed.
Oh wait, he
You
is.
just
I didn't
gotta-
notice.
Well, not really. Like he's in he's got something, but it's not, the fancy bed that the two parents have, and they're up to crazy things. This anime is hella horny, by the way, guys.
Oh, of course it is.
Oh
'Cause,
yeah,
like,
I want to ask. Go on.
I was gonna say because like everyone else is talking about the other isekai or fantasy show that's going on right now that is extra horny. We're not talking about that one, are we?
We're not gonna even mention that by
here's the thing,
name.
I want to know. Did you guys actually think it was too horny or okay horny? Like,
What?
do you think
There,
it's
there's
what do you think
there
of,
are
like,
moral
the show?
lessons it's trying to tell you, like by showing these scenes. So I think it's all right. Like
Wait, which show are we talking? This show?
we're talking about Jobless
Like-
Reincarnation, Mushoko
Okay.
Tensei.
Yeah, me and Soviet got words.
Yeah, we did actually. So Alex and I watched this as well. And honestly, we weren't really buying into the hype. Like,
Like, I will say this: the last episode by far was by 1,000% the
Well,
best
what
episode.
convinces
It
me
was
is
amazing.
that it has well-defined systems. Like
Did you see
it's
that?
developing a magic
Not
system
even-
very
Who
slowly.
cared about it?
I mean,
think-
very slowly.
But that's the cool
Oh.
thing. Like
I mean,
I
they're
like
probably
slow
trying to, like,
burns.
make
I like
connects.
slow. I don't like the like fast paced. Oh, you've already seen it in isekai, so we don't need to explain things. No, I like the slow burn, the slow build up of what world we inhabit, like the details. That's,
Honestly, the
But
isekai.
the world's so boring, and for all those people talking about how realistic it is,
Wait.
yes, the most realistic thing for me to Europe, panties.
Yeah, what is
Okay.
Listen.
Just
What
fucking
is
sounding
with
like he's
that?
hitting against the wall.
But that's
Like,
what
I'm gonna rephrase my question since no one like answered it.
it's
How
not
do you think
panties.
the
It's a
show
sacred
deals
relic.
with sexuality? Do you think it deals well with sexuality or not?
It deals well with it for like a teenage like light novel adaptation.
Well,
But are you joking? It deals with it horrifically. The series does not decide if its character is
so
7
bizarre.
or 40. It just keeps on switching between the two.
It does not switch in between the two. He
What?
literally
It
admits
does.
that he talks he monologue because this is like a overlord like Ein situation where like he gets reincarnated, but like he's born into this new like child body, but like he has the mind of a 40-year-old. So unfortunately,
therefore,
he's a massive
if you
perv.
start saying that
And there's no
before,
in
it's
between, Alex. He's literally like monologuing as a 40-year-old every
Oh
time.
yeah, so here's the thing. Yeah, that's fascinating. This show discusses like what being an adult means. So everyone treats like she keeps saying, "Dude, you look like an adult. Like you act like you are so weird for a kid." Like, everyone keeps saying he's weird for a kid, but the moment he displays weakness, people say, "Oh, you were a kid, huh? I forgot about that."
Yeah, because that's the thing. Like this guy was, it's Jobless Reincarnation. Like this guy was a neat. He didn't have a job. Kind of
Yeah,
a.
he's an incel.
Yeah, he was an incel, and it's like this is him getting like deprogrammed and like learning all over again from like a more
So,
caring family. I mean, they have their weaknesses as he finds out later in the show.
Well,
Like they're also kind of
uh,
messed up, but at the same
they're
time,
pretty messed up.
like this, it does
so do you want
the
to look
isekai
over
thing of
something happening?
an actual second chance. So like, he's learning a lot.
Here's the
He's
biggest
developing.
problem in isekai. This show improves 1,000% if you just make this a fantasy and have him be a really smart kid, because he stops being like,
Yeah.
What? No, no, you should
stops on children.
look.
He just became
you
an
can-
actual kid.
No, Alex,
You can
you're
say that too
completely
for
wrong
about
here.
any isekai. Like, you can say that about any isekai. Like it would be better for just a fantasy show, straight up. That's true about most isekai. That's because they don't use the premise at all. But this show is really just like this is the reason why so many isekai feel like a fucking therapy session for the characters. Like this show is a fucking therapy. The only reason the episodes are meaningful is because the guy is fuck it up in the head, and even though like you can see he's smart, you can see like this guy, if he like was gave like a good chance, he would like he's really good at like he knows how to think about stuff, but like he's fucked in the head, so he can't do anything. Like it creates so many layers like by watching it that way. Like how do you think it would be the same thing if it was like from the same word? Like what?
Because
That's crazy.
Because if you remove, like, if you describe the events of the plot and remove the fact he's isekai, the plot makes 100% sense. In fact, his actions are more consistent and make more sense if you take away that detail. Usually,
Alright, we
if
need
you
to-
take away a key detail and things make more sense, you fucked up as a writer.
I'll be real here. The only isekai which I've really, really liked in recent times, besides the old classics like Grimgar, Log Horizon, etc., is Ascendance of a Bookworm. I really like Ascendance of a
will
Bookworm.
agree. Another thing that does a similar premise, but actually good. Question.
Yeah, because
would you consider
she
a
has
story
to.
about someone being kidnapped into the future? Would that count as an isekai?
I'm just disappointed that Incels got another anime after dying the Franks. I guess that's Jobless Reincarnation for you guys. We problem solved.
Well, actually, they got another.
Isekais. Oh no.
We can't talk about that show.
It's not even real. It's not included in the season. It's like
Okay. You can't even watch it on streaming sites, as far as I'm aware. To watch the uncensored version, you have to go to a certain hub we all know.
Just know, like, it might as well not be a TV anime. Like, it shouldn't be. It shouldn't
It's
be.
Like this, you see, it's the worst. Yeah.
It's the worst thing I've ever
It
seen.
fails on every level. Like, literally every
You know
level.
what we're talking about if you know.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. Shh. All right, guys. No. We can't. All we gotta say is, it's a thing. Treat it like interspecies reviewers, but worse, you have to go to alternative locations.
But not funny.
No,
No,
it's
it's not.
fun. It's not funny. There's nothing funny.
They,
I guess the
Even
only.
if, like, it kink-wise, your, like, disposition...
Okay, we're gonna talk about a new show now.
Just fails
No,
at it.
Alex,
wait.
no, Alex, stop.
No.
We're just moving
Hold
on.
up. I have something to say, right? Like, yeah, none of this is funny. It's like it's blatantly offensive, honestly. But I guess the one thing I want to point out is like how little sense anything makes in the world. Like the entire libertarian city that like they're all drinking poison water. Like,
okay, all right. Like, yeah, I'm just.
Are we
gonna-
already switching shows? Really? I like
Also,
Mushoku
how does this
Tensei.
economy work? There's
Yeah,
more slaves in a single, like, room there? And there are people in this town where everyone's dying. How does this business work?
And also, just gonna put this out here. I can't believe I have to say this sentence, but remember, kids, consent is important.
yes, and there is.
And I think
zero in
we
this.
should end it there. I think we should end it there. We'll get it.
Yeah.
Daddy Zuck will come after us.
Yeah, the only thing I wanted to comment on really was the weird fucking world that makes no sense and the libertarian city, like the dystopia. I don't know what was up with that. Yeah, it was weird and it was not fun.
Do we want to have closing thoughts on Jobless Reincarnation that without interruptions, just between me and Wiki, or do we want to talk about Wonder Egg now?
Incels are fucking shit. Don't bother.
Wait, you should stop saying he's an incel. No,
Okay, incels are shit. Don't bother. We should talk
he's
about
a need,
this.
not an incel. Come on.
Hey, I mean,
no.
I don't know.
He
I
is.
don't know he's an incel, but either way, he's the fucking most boring protagonist
Oh.
I've seen in a long time.
Oh my.
So.
Okay, Alex.
Why do you
No.
hate the show so much? It's so good.
I just
I
gotta
also
explain
don't
that
like the
the
show.
character in Mushoku Tensei has death, and like his backstory is convincing. Like he got bullied. Like he literally was outcast, and it wasn't his fault. Like he just got picked on. So he's not a bad guy. I'm just saying that.
So did I. And I'm telling you right now, I didn't go around fetishizing stealing women's underwear. Okay.
Yeah,
No.
yeah.
But okay, can you say the same though if you were born in Japan? Who knows? Who knows?
What?
And you were in a light novel. And you were in a light novel.
Whoa! Hot takes from Calliope here.
What if you got reincarnated?
Well, it wasn't just that. He's bullied sexually. I don't know. That's kind of
Well,
a different alley, maybe. I don't
Oh,
know.
that's true. That's true. Holy shit. Yeah, like his plot is
Are
that
you
like
saying that makes up for him hanging out with a fucking 7-year-old all day?
Dude, he was born into a 7-year-old's body. Like, what is he
Yeah, but
supposed to
has an
do?
adult mind.
Be like, I'm gonna hang out with 40-year-olds now. What?
he actually does that. That's the thing. He actually does that. It does become creepy later. That's what like, it does become creepy later though, because like in the beginning it feels like he doesn't want to do that.
As Isekai Scum points out, like it gets less pervy as it goes on, and that's because he's growing and like getting rid of his like pervy thoughts. Like he starts to realize like, oh, my actions have consequences. So he actually develops like better like ethics and like morals and stuff. So it's
Here's
interesting.
the thing though.
Still,
He wants
still
to
pretty
like.
sus though.
Sylvie, did we watch the same show as them?
You're right.
I don't know. Anyways,
That's
okay.
sus-
I don't see myself as a moral arbiter. I
My
see myself as a fellow human being, and I do not impart judgment on you for enjoying what you enjoy.
Yes, if you want to
My
enjoy the
friends.
show, I give you a seal of approval, but Alex doesn't. Alex rejects it, and that's not okay. I'm not okay with that.
I thought the show was boring, honestly.
Say what you know what this
I originally
you know
would say it's
you
okay,
hear this?
but now I just spiked. Yeah, I'm gonna double down. Yeah, you're a bad person if you like it. This is definitely saying
okay.
something, not saying sarcastic. Definitely
Okay.
not.
I'm gonna say it. You hear this sound, this Australian voice. This is me.
Press
judging you.
1 for Hu
I'm judging
Tao
the
means
fuck
in the
out of
chat. Getting ready for Genshin Impact Hu Tao
Hu
update.
Tao? Hu Tao.
Why Tao?
Look, weeaboo space communists. Fuck them.
Okay. Whatever.
Can I talk about
I
it?
didn't realize
No.
that was so controversial, but now we'll talk about like what is you can't argue this. Wonder Egg Priority is insanely good.
The best show.
I
it's
mean-
the best new show. It's the
I'm
best.
sure it
show.
even makes Wiki Jipo think anime's good again.
I haven't seen it yet, but I'm excited because I've seen the hype, and I'm like,
Yeah,
know,
the hype is
real.
And it gets better. It gets better. I thought
you know how I knew it was good though, Callie. I'll tell you why I knew it was good. I was scrolling through Anime Lab, Australia's like premium anime service, run by Madman, and
Mhm.
I saw that ad for the show, and every time I'm not saying I have god tier instincts, but I have god tier instincts because my ego.
Of course.
This show, when I saw the promotional material for the show and the face of the main character, I almost clicked watch now. That's how I knew that this show is going to be good.
And it
Is it the god that it looks like KyoAni? Is that why? It's just literally just a KyoAni show. Like
The
a KyoAni.
animation is
Does
great.
vague will mean a lot to people that know what I'm talking about for a second.
it doesn't.
Does it have to do with the
Maybe
show?
it looks as good as Kyo Annie show, but it's definitely not a Kyo Annie show.
So, for the three of you that doesn't make any sense to, I have to give the highest praise that this show gives me serial experiment lane. Serial experiment lane vibes, which is like in my top 4.
Ooh, that's a big claim.
They-
That's a big.
I'm
getting those vibes, although don't shoot me if this whole thing falls apart next episode.
It has not. It has not fallen apart yet. In
This
fact, it's
gives
gotten
me
better.
early- I feel right now watching this the way I did when I started watching Lane. I
Oh.
don't know if I'll reach that height, but I don't know the last time I even thought it was a possibility.
Someone's asking for our Discord link for AnnieTube International. Can someone grab that and post that in chat for me?
I'll post it for you.
Okay.
I got it.
Yeah. So this show
I'll be right back, boys.
is
All right.
I'm gonna just switch to my computer.
just really solid overall. Like the character designs, the animation, the music. It's
So basically, Wonder Egg Priority is a show where you have 4 main leads, and they're all in this situation that hasn't really been explained yet. But these eggs
Not
open
fully.
up into they hatch into people with their own personal traumas, and they basically help that person overcome that trauma by like defeating like the monster of the week type of thing. So it's more
Yeah.
it's like a trauma monster of the week that they have to overcome.
It's an FLCL. Come on.
oh, fully cool.
You're right. The
Yeah.
FLCL makes way more sense than comparing to Serial Experience. Like that makes way more sense.
I've not seen Fully Cooling. My dad recommended it because he worked on it, and therefore I didn't watch it when I was younger. and I should probably get to that.
Yeah, but this one they basically they travel from like problem to problem, dealing with people's traumas.
Okay, so he's like, guys, Scum just asked, anyone know how to farm Primogems M gain? And Iris responds, I think you farm Primogems by going to work to make money and use your credit card to buy Primogems.
That's pretty big brain, gotta say.
That's pretty big brain. Instead of playing the game, you can go to work.
We decided to immortalize it by bringing it up in audio.
I don't know why, that just made me laugh.
Because you know it's true.
It is true. Anyways,
The real gotcha. The real gotcha.
let's just,
I gotta admit, like,
translate from work
that
along
what was that podcast name that Giguk does and stuff? That podcast, the title was like, is Japan in a real life gacha game? I'm like, that's a good title.
Oh,
That's a good
Trash
thumbnail.
Taste.
Yeah, Trash Taste. That was a good
That's
thumbnail.
not a
I'm
good title.
like, that's such a good title.
I mean,
That's a dumb title.
like, you could probably say the same about certain other countries as well.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure you could almost say any
Yes.
country on Earth, and it'd either be true or mostly true.
You're right. Every country's just like a
If-
gacha game.
Everywhere we go, it's just a gotcha game.
Even
You
the
can't
places that
escape
aren't,
it.
like, I don't know, completely controlled by capitalism, are still fucking.
And
stayed fucking
I just want to
capitalism.
say, Wonder Egg Priority captures how life is just a gacha game, but with eggs.
Yeah. You don't know which egg you're gonna get.
I feel like this
Or
is
who's
the-
problem?
Actually, I want someone to help me understand the plot because I think they left a lot of clues, but the show
No.
is very confusing.
No
Yeah,
one can
yeah,
really-
literally what is going on with
No
like the
one
two
can
like
teach
sock
you the
puppets
plot.
like sitting at a table, like
Yeah.
why? I
I don't
literally have
know.
Here's a good
I
way
don't
to explain
understand.
and they just like treat them as like, oh yeah, they're those people. We know
Yeah,
them.
those
Have you
guys
ever
who just
talked to
sit there
them?
and talk.
Have you ever asked
Yeah.
why they're there?
Yeah.
Here's a way to try to explain this to you. Have you watched Lane?
Yes.
Okay. Trying to explain the show now would be like trying to explain Lane 4 episodes in. Good fucking luck explaining the show if you haven't seen all of it.
I mean, you're
I
right.
mean,
I mean,
I
we're gonna
think we
get
can,
answers
though.
later, but like, I like how it literally gave us no answers. It's just
So
like, here you go.
okay,
Like it's
they have a lot of answers, right? Like I have a lot of idea of what's going on. Like they are like in a
They do,
all
we
of them are
do,
kinda
but
like
there are some like
magical girls.
basic questions that were never even asked yet.
never even considered.
what? Like what?
Like, why are these people with like the puppets like this guy's named Aka or something? Like he just like sits at a table, like talks to them. Like,
And he
who
like
is this guy?
chats.
He's just like a guy,
Yeah.
a
And, like-
guide in the egg world or something. I don't
Yeah.
know.
And like
I think he's like the what's the name of Madoka Magica? What's the name of the QB? Is it the
QB.
name of the-
Cube.
this small-
Cube.
I think they're like QB.
Yeah, I mean,
maybe.
that's like what
interesting.
makes kind of sense, but
But, like,
they never
there's, like, a lot of-
introduced themselves. They never said.
They just like
"Yo,
start
what's up?"
talking, and it's like really weird. Like, but
His
Like-
name is God the Entity. Yeah, minimalist, really?
Okay, so our main cast, I think the last episode was definitely the best one for this show because
yeah, yes,
our
it
main
was.
cast was bonding, and like all these people have great character designs.
Yep.
And
Oh, I didn't watch the last episode. What happened there?
like,
They introduced the fourth character.
yeah, it was good stuff. Because
I'm in episode
she has a
9,
problem
so-
where like no one like identifies her as like being girly, and it was like,
I was
great
confused
interactions.
'cause she wore like a boy's uniform, so I didn't know if there's some sort of like gender thing going on with them.
It was definitely weird, but like it was
Yeah,
good.
there was like some weird gender stuff going on. I didn't quite.
There was that like
I
one
guess
line
we'll-
everyone like screen capped on Twitter. It's like don't assume people's gender or something. It was like everyone quoted
Oh
it.
yeah,
Wait,
yeah,
They actually say that, really?
yeah, they do.
No, I think they say something
something
more
like
like
I
along
think-
gen. I think they say something more along what are gender abolitionist lines, which is like, don't care about it that much. Which
Yeah, I guess you're right.
is like
I
a
forget
different
the
line of
exact
thinking.
wording.
Like, you know,
It's a pretty big difference, yeah.
But yeah,
You're
there
right.
was like
It was
they
it was
had
something.
They had
it was
some
more
gender
like
stuff
gender
going on.
abolitionist like than it was, gender. I mean, of course it matters. I don't.
I mean,
But like, you know,
I'm not totally sure, but I definitely felt that vibe that entire episode, like with that character. I didn't. Wasn't sure like what was going on fully. I was just like, I noticed there's like stuff there, I guess.
This
Mm.
show is hype. I'm curious to see
But-
where it goes.
Yeah, I have no idea where it's going. Like, for real.
Hmm. Do you guys enjoy like how it goes back and forth between a bunch of like crazy scenes, like
Yeah, and like
you-
the
in a
characters.
dreamlike way?
Yeah,
Yeah, it's good. It reminds me
Yeah.
of Flip Flappers, but like with an even larger cast. It's more interesting that way. But Flip
I think
Flappers
the reason
was
Calliope
really good.
likes it so much is because Wonder Egg Priority reminds me of Penguin Drum.
I mean,
It's
that's
totally similar. They're
uh,
totally similar.
It's not exactly
They're-
the same, but yeah, I kind of get it's good.
They
I
have
like
a lot of,
I
like,
like Penguin
artistic
Drum a
quality.
lot.
Wait,
There's
you like
symbolism,
Penguin
there's-
Calliope?
Weird shit going on. There's a baby. There's a frog.
Calliope, you like Rainbow
You know what I
Elves,
mean.
but you've never watched Utena?
Yes, this is true.
That baby. That baby in that teacher.
This is true.
That baby.
I
in
can
that
confirm I have not watched Udina yet. Cancel me. I'm done.
I have a
I'm
I have
done.
a question.
I've not seen the revolutionary girl Utena.
So, Calliope, for context, Utena is one of the two things that's why I'm into anime. So you know, special
It's,
Spider-Man.
I'm sure it's good.
Utena,
I watched
Calliope,
I
we're gonna
watched one
watch that
episode.
together.
Oh yeah, let's do it, Wiki. That'll be fun.
We finally find out what's so hype about it.
I think I have it downloaded already, so we can do that whenever.
Maybe I would, like, gender won't exist if I watch it.
Okay,
like, just
now
be
let's-
raised on Earth.
Did I skip anything?
But I have a question though. Okay, I have a question. So in the show, like the egg show, so
Yeah.
like they're fighting. They are basically magical girls fighting bullies or something.
Yeah.
It's kind of weird.
essentially.
But in the show, what they do is they fight it with fists and weapons. Like they actually kill the bullies. Like what's up with that? What exactly that's supposed to be represent?
I think that's supposed to represent violent revolution and seizing the means of production.
Yes, Solo is 100%
And,
right. There's no
that this
there's no
anime
room
is the
for
proof
other
Marxist
interpretations.
propaganda.
I
but-
mean,
It's
Sometimes
literally
violence
cultural
is
revolution, the
necessary.
anime. Like take down the reactionary teachers with magical
And take down the reactionary
sledgehammers.
elements
And like
within our
those
mind.
creeps, like the
if
the
anyone
one.
has a different idea about what the show's about, just remember they're basically a republic.
Like, I mean, there's that scene like with the gender thing and whatever, but like clearly, like that was just code for combat liberalism, low key,
Obviously.
low key, low key.
All right. So I think we've covered Wonder Egg. So which show should we move on to now?
I was thinking maybe we talk about. I don't know if anyone else watched this. Did you watch more of this? Skate, Skate.
No,
Should we talk about
I
that?
did not.
No.
Did
Okay.
anyone watch
Please,
Skate?
please
It-
enlighten us.
Okay,
the
I
name
watched
is
one
worth it.
episode, but it didn't seem like that interesting, so I didn't watch more. But it's like this really silly like show about skateboarding, and they're like racing this with the skateboards.
Right.
And
I
this
figured
one guy,
that's what it
this one
was.
guy just shows up and he's like, "I've never skated before, but like I'm a professional snowboarder," and he like applies snowboarding techniques to skateboarding, and it's like, this is as anime as it gets. This is.
Oh my god.
In defense of that premise, you are aware the way the boarding word that I can't pronounce started.
Like the balance or something. I
A
mean,
bunch of surfers were like, "What if we glued wheels to our surfboards?" And so skating came about. So it's not that crazy, I guess.
Yeah.
I mean, you're not
I
wrong.
mean,
That's like the logic of the show. That like, oh, it's not that different, but it was funny. It was funny that all his like technique came from snowboarding and not skating. So I mean, that's all I have to say. Like the show didn't seem for me.
Literally just
I'm not really gonna recommend it,
Yeah.
but it seems like
Okay.
watchable.
I mean, if you're interested in
if skating
Okay,
sounds
and again,
cool.
yeah,
Ma-
if you like that premise, check it out. Right?
It's also
And
gay.
It's definitely yaoi bait, by the way.
Oh, it's gay. Oh, it's gay as fuck.
Oh,
It is.
it's yaoi bait. Oh,
Well,
okay.
I don't know
That
if it
makes
is, but
more
like
interesting.
you can tell by like the facial complexity, like the facial construction of the main leads that.
No.
it's-
Escape the Infinity is Escape the Infinity. Like, look, I'm a perfectly heterosexual, straight as a narrow man, but those boys be fit, yo. Just
Yeah.
saying.
Athletes tend to be.
I mean,
They do
yeah,
be like that though.
they
They
do
do be.
look.
They be medium length head, skinny jean wearing, skateboard riding bad boys, and I'm 100% on board with
The
this.
only reason I
Moving on.
wasn't on board with the skateboard is the main villain of the first episode was like not good. That's all I gotta say. It's like I don't want to look at this villain. Like I want to look at the main characters. They're really cool, but the villain
I'm not like
was not,
It's-
just not a.
it's like I hate to admit it, but it's like I treat it like the same way I treated early episodes of Kuriko, which is that the characters are pretty stereotypical. It's all pretty average, but the animation of the actual action that they're there for is pretty. Like the animation for the skating sequence is like yo.
It is a Bones show, so they usually have pretty good animation.
Yeah, and as I said, the boys are well, not since Free have I felt such
Whoa.
things.
Watched
an arrow,
have you watched Hour Free?
What?
Pac-Man, have you watched Hour Free, the anime Free with like all the big
All of
the
it,
big
like
boys?
all of it.
Wow.
I have watched
Mad
some
props.
of Free, and
Still straight? You do it?
I'm still straight. I'm 100% straight, but I appreciate Free. Just saying.
Nice. I heard some analysis videos. It seems that it's pretty cool, actually. The opening is pretty cool as well.
So did anyone watch
it's
this
a
new
It's a
shonen
KyoAni
show?
show I'll stand.
Kimono
what?
Jihen, the new shonen show. I'm not.
Oh,
I haven't
no,
seen it.
I
No.
did not.
All right,
I
that's
heard
fine.
It's like it seems like a horror show a little bit.
Or
horror
it's
element,
supernatural
it seems.
demons
it's from
shonen.
Shonen Jump?
I've heard.
It's from Shonen Jump?
Is it from Shonen Jump?
Naruto with a horror skin.
If it's not from Shonen Jump, it's hard to say it's a shonen. With a capital S.
It's from Jump's SQ, so I'm assuming that is Jump.
That's the shonen S jump, but it's a shonen thing, yeah.
Yeah.
There's nothing else to say. It's shonen. You get what you get.
Okay. Yeah, it's shonen.
As we all know, we have nothing to see on the subject. It's not like
I mean,
or channeling
Recently,
It's
Shonen
not
has
like
been
we used to be the
breaking
shonen
mold,
experts.
though.
Ignore that.
Like Shonen is breaking the mold recently. Like, does it have anything like Notorious or something?
I heard some people hyping it up, but I don't know why. I think they were just hyping it up because that's what they do. When
Yeah,
the shonen
that's
comes
what
out.
they do. That's what they do.
Can I ask you for clarification? When you say shonen has been catching up, do you mean that in the Western or Japanese sense? Because in the Japanese sense, shonen is just a demographic of men 25 and under. Or do you mean it in the English sense, where it's the genre we're all thinking of?
The genre. You meant the genre.
Okay, we got the dungeon
unironically
show. We
watching
got
Shonen.
the ecchi show. I don't know what this is.
We watched the dungeon show. We watched the dungeon show.
Wait, which one? The Secret Dungeon Online
Yeah,
Counter?
yes,
so-
we watched.
Oh,
the show.
I watched that, but I kind of skipped like every 5 minutes. Like I skip a little bit.
That's fine. That's
So-
fine.
It doesn't seem like
Okay.
there's much going on here except like what you come
Hold up.
for here.
Well, okay, yes, that's one thing. Okay, but two, like it's like really weird. Like it's like a very weird show.
That can't
Like, would you agree,
Like,
Alex?
I am in some circles where like generally nothing surprises me. I don't think
Okay.
I've ever heard of the ear fetish before.
Calling an anime weird should count as gay.
No, Alex,
No,
you've been out of
no.
time. That's
Anime.
No,
that's
I've seen
Like,
Soviet,
if I-
Soviet.
Let me explain. Like, what
Oh
was that?
my
Go ahead.
god. Is this really
Let me
happening? This was a
explain.
mistake. This was a mistake.
We watched earlier, and you'll get the idea.
no. What were you gonna say, Wiki? You go first. You were gonna ask a question, I think.
I was gonna ask, do you think why do you think it's weird? I want to know because I think it's the weirdest thing. One of the weirdest moments I ever had was watching this show.
Yes.
But I want to see what comes first.
Well, there's several. Like, I mean, just like the premise alone, and like this weird, like it starts off strange, where he's like, I can't use my Weeb, 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 wizard talk power without getting a headache. So then, like, I need to, like, his life point thing. Like, I'm like, is he in fucking Yu-Gi-Oh? Like, what is happening? Like, and
I
it's
mean,
like,
that's the classic. That's the classic like mana dragon thing.
I
you
know.
Yeah, but they
You
don't
gotta
use the
recover your
quality.
mana, man.
They say life points.
The mana dragon.
yeah, they say life points. Like, he's a Yu-Gi-Oh character. Well, I know. I fucking love it. It makes me crack up every time. He's like, oh no, I lost another 500 life points, and I'm like, oh my god, like this is like Yu-Gi-Oh right now. And so yeah, so he like gets these.
Actually, he's playing Magic and he's a mountain tribe, like where he actually the dark tribe where he has to like he damage himself in order to cast spells.
Yeah, essentially. So like, he also gains these like 2 powers from this chained up unconscious girl who can also talk to him using her like magic powers. This is like the hidden dungeon that.
Oh yeah, so that's the only creative concept of this show, by the way.
Like-
Everything it's doing, it's basically like it's so generic, it hurts. Like, it really
Okay.
hurts how generic it is. But the
That-
only thing it has going for it, that there's a fucking chick tied up, and
You
because
are wrong
like
about
she was
that.
adventuring,
Wrongly. There's way
she
more.
was adventuring, and she got like fucking like cursed, so
Yeah.
she's stuck.
Yeah, she's
It's
so
amazing, it's
shy
so
when
cool,
She's
but
like
it's-
16.
You gotta give her credit. She's taking this.
Wait, she was 16? She was stuck when she was 16.
No. Oh no, are you talking about the chained up woman or the girl from the latest episode who had like
No,
that
the chained
curse?
up woman from the whole
Oh, the
premise
chained
that
up
makes
one.
it work.
Yeah, it's so weird. It's like these chains like keep me chained up here like forever.
No, it's really cool. It's cool. Like she's stuck there, so she can only talk to her mind. It's pretty fucking cool. I like it.
I mean,
Well, that's how I feel
And
usually.
as we all know, she's just stuck there. There's nothing he can do. It's not like he can edit reality or anything.
yeah, I know, right?
That would be so
But in any
useful
case,
for reading
guys-
her, wouldn't it? If you could just say like
In it-
not cursed, a thing
So-
you learned you could do.
So like, I also.
It-
Oh, sorry, Pac-Man. You go ahead.
I'm just gonna jump in and say, boys, it's been fun, but I will. I'm gonna have to bounce out, but I will see you guys all on the next live stream we do that I'm here for.
Sounds
All
good.
right. Have a
Also,
good one.
come. Also, Cal, I've got a job coming up for you. In a
Oh,
bit.
I saw that poll
Just
you
so you all
posted.
know.
Did you get any like you see any like forerunners yet in that poll?
Well, all I'm saying is, Cal, it depends. How do you feel about editing an Azure Lane video?
I don't know. Would that require me to like find footage of like actual footage of the ships, or would that require me to like spend
Yeah,
money on
that
World of
would.
Warships?
Honestly, I'm probably gonna make these ones, but I may or may not have a Vinland Saga idea in mind for you. So
I see. I'm like
keep an
I'm
idea, 'cause-
thinking like is World of Warships literally the best place to get footage, or is there actual footage to use? I don't know.
there's actual footage to use, but it would be a pain in the ass. I know where to look, and because I'm doing the Strike Witcher shit, I've got a bunch of file footage already, so I'll be able to make it myself. But I have some stuff for you. Anyway, guys, been fun. I will
Later.
see you all on the flip.
Take care, comrade.
Get
So-
excited for historical Azure Lane videos.
Nice.
Oh my god, that's
I
what's
don't know
coming.
what any of those words mean except for historical, and I'm already hyped.
So okay, right. We wanted to continue with the show. So okay, also this guy seemingly finds like the most roundabout way to like get anything accomplished. Like he literally, like it's like he has to go through like 3 side quests to like get a single thing done. But he also has like these incredible magic powers that like allow him to like rewrite reality. And he can also talk to this guy who's named like Merlin. He talks to like Merlin or whatever. Like, but it gives him a headache, so he doesn't like to use that power. But he
And
can
just
just
so
like
everyone is
tell
aware,
him
Merlin
anything.
Can literally tell him anything. Literally anything.
This premise is wild, and it feels like nothing happens regardless.
That's the thing. Okay, except for when something happened in like the latest episode, something genuinely funny, like unironically funny happened. So
That's true. The last episode was the best one. I didn't skip a single part of that episode.
I was actually enjoying it at first. I'm like, this is so fucking stupid.
Ironically
I
or unironically?
love it.
I hate how you're just trying to make me sold on this anime, even though like I know I'm not gonna like it.
Oh, no, you are not gonna like it. You are not
No.
gonna like it. The only reason it's
No.
funny, it's just funny. It's not cool. It's not good. It's just funny.
It's funny, yeah. Like, okay, like this was genuinely funny in the latest episode. Well, it was kind of set up at the end of the last episode, but
I found it amusing, and I missed that.
and you missed that episode, yeah. So essentially, like, they need money to like, because it's like there's some like nonsense related to his power, and this is what I mean. Where it's like he goes on a side quest to get like something completed, like he ends up going. They go to this like there's a weekend meeting every day called like the harem, like
The
pride,
Harem gathering.
like yeah, the harem pride gathering. So our main character takes his childhood friend, girlfriend character, and like the other two like girlfriend characters.
Okay, so but the audience at home hasn't watched it. The childhood friend, their relationship is they're basically dating at all, but name.
Yep,
And the other two,
they just like
I
him
guess
too.
one of them likes him, and I'm not really sure where the other one showed up from. I'm guessing from episode 3.
You missed that episode, but it's like they're all into him, like even though he's like kind of an idiot. Like so, anyways, they go to the harem pride event, and this was like legitimately funny. Like I actually laughed.
Okay, you are skipping the reason why they go. So in this
It
show,
was
in this,
yeah.
show, the guy has powers when he does etchy stuff. That's
Yeah,
his power.
if he like
No,
makes
no,
out
he
with
doesn't have
girls or
powers,
touches
he
their
gets
It's
to
boobs.
also-
use his powers when he does etchy stuff.
No, he can use more power. Like he gets stronger as he does that. But, like, it's
think more like refilling your magic bar.
I can get stronger.
yeah,
Yeah, he
I
can do
guess
more
so.
stuff. But anyway, like, so here's the thing, right? Like this has been tried before. Like these shows where like the guy starts doing some random shit, like editing stats, like some nerdy like video game, like
Yeah,
esque
no,
thing.
and there's also like
But you
levels
need to
and
hear
But,
where
stuff.
this is going.
It's
I would
supposed to
also
look
say
smart.
that.
Like, why would you write that? It's weird to me. Why would you write?
They're,
Oh, I'm
like,
not gonna
lev-
increase my power. I'm gonna increase my like course resistance. That's so much
Yeah.
smarter. It's so
Yeah.
much cost efficient. Like, why is that interesting? I don't know why that's interesting.
It's like
Why
it's
doesn't
such a
he, if his power is limited by his ML bar and he can edit it himself, why not just edit your number to be bigger?
he didn't think of that. He's kind of I guess it's
No, he
he's
tries
kind
a
of
lot.
an
He
idiot.
tries. If it's too radical, it costs more health points, which he doesn't have yet.
But
Can
it,
you
like
just make that number Instacrit slowly bigger and bigger?
No, he would die if he does that. If he uses too much health points, he dies. So he
Anyways.
has to like gouge.
right. So this is a weird like video gamey world.
No, no.
as
Okay,
well.
so the reason they go to the harem party is because a girl is dying. Okay, someone's dying, and he's like, I have a god power. I can do something about it. I like helping people. All right, how do we do it? Well, we have to do etchy stuff. So like you would think at this point, it
Yeah.
would just like he has a girl he's like basically dating. Like okay, let's have like a date and like do things and like have a healthy relationship and save this girl. Instead, they find the most bizarre ways. Like he's one of those shows where like the guys are just begging to like have a healthy sexual relationship, but they
yeah.
never do. Like, they don't know why. Like they don't want to write that. Instead, they want to write these weird etchy situations.
No, not
To the
every
point that
show can
someone
be
is dying.
60.
No,
So-
someone is dying, and instead
Yeah.
of like finally let's fucking date. No, we will still fucking like do some weird stuff. Like so, like I'm gonna like
No, I have
leak
to
your
explain.
ear because that's so etchy and like, that's gonna save the girl. Like what?
Okay.
I'm
okay.
bizarre.
I'll save my comments till after you describe the entire Coliseum Finasco.
Yes, that whole thing. So this I found genuinely funny though. Like this was so stupid. But okay, at the Hammer and Pride party, it turns out to be this fucking incel gathering where all the incels dress up in like KKK masks and and they gather to like have these
This is pretty bad.
I'm not fucking making this up. This was legitimately hilarious.
I mean, the
It's
robes
so
are black.
insane.
Yeah, it's the same mask.
It's just, yeah, they're like wearing like all these like robes and shit, and they have like all these harems come up, and all the people like insult them, and each like there's like various gags going on during this scene. Like there's one guy who's just like punching another guy in the face, and there's like another one who's like there's like it's like really bad animation for like most of the guys, except for like just one of them in one shot who's like moving like his arms around. So literally, it has these series of like these harems of women come out, and all the people like throw shit at them and tell them they suck, and like it's so fucking weird. There's this one line where this guy's like, I hope you die and get reincarnated into another world. And I was fucking dying when he said that.
I think I skipped that.
Soviet was like legit had to pause out of laughter.
I was laughing so much. It was incredible.
I'm glad
I
you
skipped
said I missed that line. I must have blinked.
I actually skipped everything we're talking about.
Oh my Oh my
Okay,
god,
so
it's
movie-
so dumb. It's hilarious. It's legitimately funny.
Soviet hasn't even gone to the climax yet, in which I'll drew my comments.
So I'm guessing this was not a harem pride meeting, but okay.
No, it was like an incel rage meeting where they like they make fun of them. But then at
Yeah,
the
they
end,
tell people with harems to show up so they can make fun of them.
yeah, it's so fucking weird.
So
And
they have to win them over, so his
Yeah.
group goes up.
yes, and they basically are like, oh, like they like can't say anything, so like their masks start like tensing up, and like the main guy's mask it starts like to crack. This part was like also funny, like because it was like the more they like revealed, the more his like mask like kept cracking until it like finally exploded at the end. Like this is the dumbest shit. Like, but it was so funny.
But
Like,
yeah, you remember how pissy he is? He had to pay them. So here's the so describe to him what he did to win the competition, okay? That whole scene.
Oh my god. Okay, well, they're like, okay, you gained like all these points. So they asked them like 3 random questions to like prove that they're the best harem ever. Like that's literally one of the questions.
How do you treat Master when he has a cold? What was the how do you prove you're the best? What was the other one?
It was like, how do you treat him if he'd have a cold? What if he was like feeling lonely or something?
Oh,
And-
lonely, yeah. And then it was just the vague question of prove you're the best, and the characters even comment like, well, that's yours, vague.
Yeah, yeah. They're like, what does that even mean? Like if there's
Talk
any.
about how they respond to each one, okay? Because I need to comment when you're done.
Oh god,
Is it
I
worth
barely
watching
even
this
remember.
episode alone?
Yes.
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 Just
It,
ignore
like,
the rest of the show.
yeah.
I want to compare this to Mushoku Tensei.
Can
'Cause
wait
you
a second to
see-
finish this
Yeah,
thought?
how are you guys hyping this show up so much, but like Jobless Reincarnation is like somehow boring? I don't understand.
Shit happens here. So,
Yeah.
Zoe, go on with what they do.
They like. Okay, don't they like put him on there
Also,
like?
the people at home are like, we're hyping up episode 4 specifically, not the show as a whole, just
Yeah.
episode 4.
Just this one scene. Just this one scene. It's so fucking stupid. I love it. Like it's so weird.
So
It's
when it's like, well, what do you do if he has a cold? So we're like, okay, we'll just smother him with like our boobs, because that apparently how you deal with
oh
it.
yeah, and then all the people in the audience are like, oh my god, if I
What
like
was it for? What was it for loneliness?
they like pretended to like take him out, like they like put their arms around him or something, and they're like,
And
come on,
what
let's
was
go,
it for
or
the
something.
best one?
Oh, they
Yeah,
all
they-
kissed
they're
him
like-
at the same
This is
time.
very postmodern. It's very postmodern. It should be these scenes. It should be diegetic, right? You'd put these scenes like in a date in a show about a rom-com, right? Now
Yeah.
you'll just make an isekai, and then you suddenly make like a competition to see who can be the best. Like,
I
Harem person.
you guys
It's
talking
really
about
weird.
the show melted my brain, so I'm gonna
So,
let's
my final comment behind-
move on to
Let me just-
answering questions in the chat. What are
Okay.
good donguas to start out with? I recommend shows like let's see. I like yeah, this is a show that's good to watch. It's called Non-Human. It's like Faye Ren yeah, that show in the chat is good. That's what it's called. Non-Human in English is what it is. It's based off of like characters from Journey to the West, and they're just in the show. Let me pull it up. Non-Human Donghua. It's just good. It's on YouTube with subtitles. That's a good starting place. Then there's shows like Spirit Fox Matchmaker, which are pretty good. Yeah, this show's just adorable. And it's
Yeah,
pretty short per episode. So those are some good starting points. You can ask me more later. But let's talk about...
You want to talk about bottom tier?
Yeah, bottom tier character
can I finish my final comment before
Tomozaki-kun.
Oh, yeah, one kind of, yeah.
Wait a minute, let's just compare like let me compare that show to fucking like the Jobless Isekai. Like I think like it's worth to point out how like the Jobless Isekai has really diegetic like sexuality, I would say. Like everyone in the show is it is so interesting, it's so realistic. Like so many anime deal with it in such a weird way. Like especially that one. That one is really weird. Really weird. It's one of the weirdest ones.
If
So
I
like
might comment on that really weird thing, the thing I found hysterical is just how light the shit was that made the incels' brains explode. Like holy shit! I'm pretty sure there's some social corners they could go to that would burst into fire if they walk in if that shit makes their brains explode.
Right.
Yeah, so like, I think a moment to appreciate how Mushoku Tensei, like every character just does that normally as a part of life. It's very cool.
Did Alex make his final comment?
No, that's the point I was gonna go, and I'm like, if like.
You think there's a final comment from Alex?
What did you link, Zolo? What show
There
is
is no
that?
such thing as a final comment from Alex.
Okay.
You just cut him off.
Zolo.
I'm sorry.
That's the only way to move forward. It's the only way to move forward.
I will stop eventually.
You just gotta put your best
Yeah,
foot
but,
forward.
Yeah, yes, okay. We're gonna talk about that.
Alright,
right
we
after this.
accidentally moved to X arms. Oh my god.
But on
No,
to
no.
the next show.
We're bottom tier. Yeah.
Okay, bottom tier. This is I don't know. Zolo might have the most to say because this show is literally about a Smash player. He plays.
Yeah,
He plays
is.
Smash Bros, but it's like rebranded as a different game entirely.
Pac-Man.
But you all know,
Pac-Man.
yeah, Tac-Man.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Tech
you all
Fan.
know
Oh
it's
my
Smash
God.
Bros though. Like it's so
Yeah,
obvious.
I mean, there's literally a character called Foxy.
Yeah, it's
that
like
looks
it's
just
literally
Star
like the
Fox.
Are
melee
you the
cat.
only member of the group who's watched it?
No, I watched it.
Okay, so
I've
audio
watched
behold,
it, yeah.
my entire
I think the show's
experience
good.
with it Is the one clip Mo posted on his Twitter that he said was cringy.
Oh yeah, the
There
video
are
game
some-
one.
There are some moments I've cringed in this show. Let me tell you that.
This show
Of
really
course.
fucking makes me cringe, and I appreciate it. Like it's like.
But
makes
as
me
it goes
feel
on, I'm
uncomfortable.
cringing less, which is the cool
Yes,
part.
I am also cringing less. Like it
Wait,
was
why?
The show's about
Like,
him learning
he
basic
literally
social
doesn't
skills.
know how to talk to people. Like
He's
it's so
he's
weird.
learning very
So, like,
basic
it's
social skills
like-
from this one heroine character.
Okay, so this show's about this guy, the main character, who like he's just the best Smash player, but he has.
No, I got this. No,
Okay.
you gotta let me
All right,
do
so
this.
go ahead.
Zolo,
Okay,
this
it's
is
about a
yours.
smelly. It's about a smelly little incel who sucks at everything in his life, but he's
Except
good at
one
Smash.
Solo, I refer to
And,
your Go on.
Yeah. Anyway, so he's a Smash player, so naturally, he's socially inept. As I would put it, it's like
Naturally.
the dude is basically
Yes.
an advertisement for Asperger's, essentially. Essentially, is what it seems like to me.
Yeah,
at least-
maybe.
There are very strong indications that one could draw that from it.
Yeah, that's true.
What the fuck?
No, it seriously is. It's not lying. Go on.
Zolo,
It's
please
a
go
cute
on.
show though. Like it's kind of unrealistic to ever think that a girl would teach you all those things. but,
Right,
like,
It's
Yeah.
unrealistic that
I
she's
think it's
like the
really
top
cute.
of her class and the second best Smash player. Like,
And
are you
she's
kidding me?
also-
How are you
like,
the
yeah,
second
she's
best
like-
Smash player? And like,
Okay, that part we'll say on this, Nick. But I'll say like the teaching you stuff. Yeah, that's.
if she was like the 12th best Smash player, I could be like, okay. But she's like the second best.
Yeah, but like, I don't know. There like it's kind of weird. Like when she's like how she's like.
Maybe
I'm
they
gonna
play
help
local. Like,
you.
is he really like
Oh,
the number
maybe.
one
They
world
play
Smash
local.
player?
Yeah.
Okay, Zolo, I will say as far as it being unrealistic, I don't know. Some circles I'm in, that didn't really strike me as
It's fine, though.
impossible.
So yeah, no. So like. he ends
Wait,
up
guys,
meeting-
is she the main heroine? Like, is this a rom com where like one
That's
person
what
wins and she
that's-
wins? Is because that's the weird part to me. Is she's like
That's-
supposed
no,
to be
that's
like
what
the
I was- that's
she's
what-
supposed to be
that's
like
what
the
I was wondering.
sensei.
That Zolo Solo, describe it.
She's supposed to
Go
be
on,
like the
Solo.
sensei, where she's like hooking him up with another girl, but like the reality
They
is
have,
like,
all these
aren't
weird
they gonna be
romantic
the one?
dates.
Yeah, aren't they
No,
gonna
they're,
be
like,
the
going
ones?
on dates and
Wait,
shit.
that's just the plot of that show where the fat guy wants revenge after getting fit. It's just that plot.
No, it's not. It's. I know it's Masusame Revenge.
Yeah.
No, it's different than that. No, it's.
Okay, Zolo, please go on with your tale, your description, your
Like
insert
the
of-
show makes me cringe too, but it's only
Yeah,
because I
cool.
see myself in that character, and I hate that fucker. 'Cause he reminds me of myself. 'Cause he reminds
mean,
me of
How, let's be real. How many anime are about like a guy like that? Like just in this season though. Like, are you sure you watch anime, Zolo? Like, are you?
Oh,
not
this
like
was
that?
an interesting
saying,
thing I
look-
heard Comrade Ein say, but the way he first described the show is it's written about like the main character's an outcast, and it's written about him, but it's written by like a normal person who doesn't really get it.
yeah, exactly.
But
I
that's
love
what
that.
makes it
Wait,
funny.
wait. Elaborate. What do you mean by that? That's interesting. What do you mean by that?
Like, it doesn't have the same feeling as like a show written by a NEET for NEETs. It's a show written by
Yeah.
someone to like deprogram like these NEETs, or like people who don't know how to socially interact, by someone who already knows how to do it. That's what's funny about
I
it.
get what you mean.
Because there's actually maybe a few good like tips in the show, like unironically.
Wait, so the
Audience
tips
at home.
being good is what makes this different.
No, not that. It's just like the feeling of the show, like the way it portrays itself.
I think I get where you're going. Audience at home, do any of you remember our Over the Moon video?
Yeah, I would say it doesn't really like. I mean, like we've all seen those cringy moments.
Yeah.
Like, it doesn't
Yeah.
like take off the gloves to be like, oh, I don't know, man. It's like you can feel the cringe,
Yeah.
And
It's
sometimes
it is funny though. Like he transforms really quickly. Like his appearance is like different by episode 3, and he already looks much better and like cleaned
Yeah.
up. But there's also he still has kind of like the same like
Same attitude,
Same
probably.
attitude? like do you guys watch
Yeah.
episode 4 when he just like started screaming? Like it was weird, but like it was
Yeah.
good. It was like he just had like just a breakdown like that.
Wait,
you're
what
talking.
was he screaming?
He was
It's like
someone
Catch.
told him like TAC Fam was not like a good game, and he
And
just
he
got
fucking
so
lost his
he just
shit.
blew
He
up.
lost it. He lost it. He lost
Oh.
it.
But like
Oh,
everyone's
is it-
like,
you mean,
good
like,
job,
Smash?
good job for expressing your feelings well. But like it was.
What?
It went on way
was
too
so-
long. It was a good.
Yeah,
it was a
it
good
was-
delivery.
it was-
like it felt.
but it was
that felt real
cringe.
there.
It did
It
feel
was-
real, but it was also so cringe. I'm like, oh.
That scene, I don't.
Happen.
I don't even know what we were supposed to get from that
Okay,
scene.
well, what if
other than
somebody
like
was
maybe
shitting
like
on
take
China,
your stand.
okay, and you felt compelled to defend them. You felt compelled to defend Deng
But this is
Xiaoping
about
theory.
a video
No.
game.
Yeah, that's
Like-
exactly what happened in that scene.
Yeah.
Exactly what happened.
I mean, I don't see why I'd have a breakdown.
You insult my honor.
So,
You insult
Okay.
my honor. You insult my honor.
okay, my question here is like, because this is like weird, because like, she's like trying to train him to social etiquette so that he can
Yeah,
get a
that's
girlfriend.
what honestly makes the show so great.
Yeah.
It's just
So
her training him. It's
like, and
hilarious. I love
she's
it.
also pretty weird, by the way.
Yeah,
Like,
that's the funny thing.
like,
What we learn from like just watching the show is that she had to do all these things herself.
yeah. Yeah, she's
Like the
pretty
same
interesting.
tactics she is teaching to him, like she probably just learned like a couple years ago or something, and still
Yeah,
practices
it's-
them. Like we learned that like she has like a tape recorder and she records her own conversations and listens back to them.
Yes, she records her own conversations.
So, why do you say this character is unrealistic?
Like, and it's like
The-
once you learn that.
The reason
like,
Alex
the main character,
this character is realistic to Zolo is because the character just plays Smash. That's the
Well,
that's the
and,
main
I
through
mean,
line.
like,
And kind of weird.
there's other things.
so
But,
I
I don't want to justify my likes to Wiki as he is a Juan Medea stan or whatever. So as long as it's not got weird animation, it's not good.
so like what I
Juan
find
Medea.
what I'm like curious about is like the fact that like he and the main girl are like they kind of have a relationship already.
Yeah, that's
Oh,
like
wait,
that's the
really?
only odd thing. It's
Wait,
like,
wait,
okay, wait,
really?
is this really is already this is the ship, right?
Yeah, that's the thing. I'm like, this is the ship, right?
Wait, is it like a ship like in the show, like the what's the name of that show with the weird like a life point thing? What's the name?
the hidden dungeon. Oh
Yeah,
yeah,
is this like the Hidden Dungeon show where like they say they don't have a relationship, but this is an actual relationship show?
Yeah, it's
Well,
one of those things
that-
where they don't say it, but like they're already in it.
they're like, they go on dates like and hang out.
It's just so hilarious.
Oh,
Like the main character never asks, like ever, like, "Oh, are we on a date right now?" Like he never asks that.
Yeah, I know.
I mean, I can relate. I don't know. I've had many friendships with girls that everyone around.
So, yeah,
assumed that I was dating,
Hopefully this
so-
stays good. It's really
Yeah.
lighthearted right now. There's like it doesn't give the vibes of like there's gonna be misunderstandings, but if there are like love triangle things in this, I don't know if I'll like hype it up as much. But
I
there's
agree
no
with Alex. Kind of
You
people
ever
like
watch
I
this
was saying like
picture and
it-
there's
why
Honestly,
doesn't
I
it-
think one of the best scenes in the whole show was actually him walking home with blue-haired girl.
Oh, when they were talking.
Yeah.
yeah, that was interesting. I mean,
So like, it seems like this might actually like from what we've seen so far, it might actually be one of the.
Of course, I do not ship them.
I like how well defined
I
like
think it was
I like how
very
well
good
defined each character
interaction.
has like specific perspectives like on the entire world, like specific different outlooks on how to view like the world.
Yeah. They
Oh
do.
really?
So
Yeah, they
Oh,
do.
well, basically,
Yeah.
it's like letting you choose, like, which character do you relate to most? Like, choose your perspective, and like they're like all somewhat like
Yeah, there are
optimistic in that
actually
sense.
quite a few characters. Yeah.
Like, there's
Yeah.
upbeat, bubbly, blue-haired girl, like Zolo said, and then there's the main character who is trying to like find out, is real life a garbage game or is it a god tier game? So like his worldview is literally like like, is this a good video game or bad or something like
His,
that.
his whole life, he's bloomer versus doomer in his own mind.
Yes.
Bloomer versus doomer in his
Oh,
own
Yeah.
mind.
I know we made fun of this for. No, we made fun of
Most
so
of the
many
time he's
for this,
doomer,
I
but
gotta
we're
ask,
trying to make him more of a bloomer.
That's the
I gotta
plot.
ask,
Yeah.
Why did you lead with that metaphor? That's amazing.
Yeah, so I'd say like this is actually like might be a show about like self improvement and like forming relationships.
Is
with
this
other
a show
people.
like where it's supposed it should look like it's a bait for doomers, but it's actually just a boomer trying to convince you that it's
Yeah,
a good
no,
game
no, that,
instead?
no. I think that's why Ian said that this is a show
It felt like
about
a
outcasts
show.
written by a normie, and the reason is because it is so optimistic, like from the get go. Even though it
Yeah.
tries to pretend like this guy says the world is a garbage game, and then like immediately distance themselves from that view, like first
Yeah,
episode.
and then like immediately meet this like cute girl who like you
The
play
dynamic
Smash Bros
between
with.
them also reminds me of Hachimen and Yukio from my teen romantic comedy.
Oh yeah, or you.
Yeah.
Yeah, that sounds
Yeah.
about right. I mean, I
That
haven't seen that
actually
show,
does
but like
sound-
that
yeah,
makes
it is.
sense.
I watched season
Speaking
one.
of that
Yeah,
show,
especially like
I
that
love
moment
it.
where she's like,
need to
you
watch
gotta
season
try
two.
it, shit. She
Yeah.
basically, Yukino
Yeah.
basically gave her gave the other girl, the orange haired girl, the
Yukihama.
same sort of speech.
Yeah.
Which is like, you can't, like, effort, I know, like, I don't know. Effort is a thing we should probably do to
Yeah.
try and, like, make
Yeah,
her
the show is
understand.
kind of like already.
Yeah.
Surprisingly,
Effort
that's
is
gonna be a
thing.
theme of a video I'm gonna edit and upload soon. But like, yeah, that's a message the show's trying to hit at, is that there's no such thing as useless effort. Like, if you put in effort,
Yeah, and
like
that's
there
sort
will
of like
be
why,
some
Yeah.
payoff.
like,
Yeah.
yeah. Like,
Yeah.
Can I
So
ask you a question before we move to the next
Sure.
show? So while we're here, everyone, might as well take the opportunity. Co-hosts, do you say that the second and third season of My Teen Romantic are worth watching?
I have not
I watched
seen
the
them.
first one, it wasn't that intimate. Also,
I watched season
comment
one.
section. What do you say on the question?
the
I
OPs
haven't
and
seen it,
DVDs
so I have
are
no
always
answers.
bangers.
Yeah, the OPs are really good.
Yeah.
Well, I know
I
that,
did watch those.
but I don't know. I
Have
never
you seen the
connected with-
OVA? The one where, like,
I think I watched the
yeah,
OVA.
that was
too.
hilarious. I love the OVA.
But I didn't watch
Can
season
we
2
skip
and
this
3.
Boonies show? I don't have nothing to say about it. I haven't seen it.
The what show?
The other
The Boonies.
isekai based on a light novel, it probably doesn't even matter. Sounds
Oh,
forgettable.
I didn't watch it.
Oh, the
The
hidden
dungeon,
Oh man,
the
that actually
dungeon
does look
boonies
cute.
moved to a star town. I don't know. Nothing to say there.
Okay, shall we move on to one of the shows that a lot of people are looking forward to? The
Outside picnic.
greatest animation.
Oh, we're talking
Oh,
about
we
X
could talk
Arm.
about that. Yeah, X-Arm. X-Arm.
Let's go to X
Honestly, we
Arm.
watch it. We watch it every
So,
week. We watch it every week,
we
guys.
watch
If you want to have a
every
good
episode.
time, we'll be in the Discord. It's a great time to watch together. It's a terrible show,
Yeah.
but it's fun.
Oh wait,
to
did
watch
you
It's
ever
so
post?
fucking bad.
Wait, Alex, I asked you to post the Discord link, and then you never did. Oh, there it is. Good.
Yes,
Yeah,
I
he
did. I
posted it.
posted
So there's a
earlier
Discord
in
link
the
up
chat.
above, and I guess people watch X Arm when it comes out in that Discord. So like,
Okay,
if
I'll
you
repost
want to
Yeah.
harm yourself, if you want self harm, X Arm
Oh my god.
is the way to
This
go.
is self-love, okay? We will
Self-love.
give you the experience that you are missing, the comradeship that you expect from your fellow leftists. That is what we will give you, okay? I guarantee that you will come out a more informed
This
and a more
is the
wholesome
lowest rated
comrade.
anime of all time, from what I've gathered.
Yes. So yeah, let's talk about it because okay, just like out front, watching this show is like like I do not recommend it if you have any sort of like induced thing.
Do not
or-
watch it alone. Do not
Yes,
Oh.
do not watch it alone.
If you suffer from seizures or anything, don't watch this.
Like okay,
Which one are we talking about?
We're
X-Arm.
not joking.
The
about
best
this,
show
by
of the
way.
season,
Really
honestly.
Yes.
This
So-
this show
If you
might
have time to
cause
watch
a
it, Rick,
seizure.
It's the best show of the season.
I'm not joking.
Like
Which
watching
one?
the show
Oh,
X-Arm.
the healer? The healer?
No, X-Arm.
Oh, X Arm. Oh,
So-
It's just so bad.
you know, actually watch that. It kind of gives me like, it makes
Literally
me feel bad.
makes
can't
me
watch it
feel.
by yourself.
No, Wiki's
You can't do
Wiki's
it.
not wrong. It literally gives you a migraine if you pay
I
attention.
literally watch it and I feel nauseous. I feel like nauseous.
Okay, I've not had that problem, but
Like and every
Is the plot bad too? Is like is
Yes,
show
the
like,
plot
impressive?
Oh my
sucks
god, the
too.
plot is actually like
Everything
hyper
about it is
nationalist.
bad. There's nothing good
Does the
about it.
plot-
hold up, everybody, one person at a time. So now the plot is actually like pro like cop 2, like RoboCop. It's like RoboCop
Gotta
dystopia.
put your best foot forward.
why would you say that, Sophia?
It's,
You're
its
underselling
its
them.
morals are put your best foot forward, but what's really saying is pull up your cyber bootstraps or something. I don't know.
Yeah, if you even have them anymore. Quit pulling my non-existent leg.
Pull
Oh,
the
man,
bootstraps
I'm
that
so glad
we
you got
wear
this
that
arm
robot
through here.
cops didn't arrest you,
Oh
Giles.
man, it's underwater. I can't pull it out.
Oh my god, let's talk about that guy, okay? So, episode 1, there's this Matrix guy, and he literally has no name. He just, like, suddenly appears in the worst scene ever, where it rips off the Matrix. Oh my god. And then he does the Matrix scene, and then he just starts phasing through walls. Oh my
So-
god.
Are you guys aware there's a good chance X-Arm is the highest budget show of the season?
That's
I'm
Now
not
that
joking.
you say that,
Everything
yeah,
looks
okay,
like
we need to
it's like that.
explain, and Alex's might be right because it is using real fights, obviously
Yes.
Oh, they're
captured.
doing a lot of stuff.
Yeah,
The thing is,
they have, like-
Honestly, I think the less you know, the better.
well,
better.
The better.
so here's
But-
our advice if you're watching this.
Like, look at that rating.
haven't watched
That rating
it,
does
it's
not do it
fantastic.
justice.
So yeah, Canada Effect has a good video explaining like the actual production that probably happened behind the scenes.
yeah.
But
I
the
just-
director or
that's-
whatever has never made an
That's where
anime
we got the
before
info from.
and should never try again. But I guess they do like live action fight shows that aren't good either. But like
Yeah,
I guess
the
they know how
mediocre, like,
to
extra
hire
extra.
people who, you know, coordinate fights.
I
But
mean-
like the question of animating those fights, that didn't happen here. It didn't
Are
happen.
you telling me just raw motion capture looks weird?
And not to mention all the fucking smoke effects in every shot, no
Hey,
matter where.
I understand the show's bad, but who thought that was a good decision? That's like some After Effects that they added later. Like, why?
Like everything is wrong. Like even like the start of the show, like it starts off horribly.
I mean,
like,
it must be basically like it must be basically, you know, assumed that like they realized how bad this project was, and so they just gave up and just
There's like
Turned it into a meme, right?
So
Like, there's no way.
I
Like,
think,
the smoke effects could not have been intentionally like this will make the show better. Like, right?
I actually think I have some insight on this based off of my job.
so
That's
like
$1 million question.
like
So I work in post production, and I have to say,
Yeah. Was there no oversight over the post production or
yeah,
something?
no, there
Yeah.
has to be no oversight because I work in post production, and even like the fucking shittiest things ever can fucking do anti-aliasing.
oh yeah, it doesn't have anti-aliasing.
Post production is fucking standard in
Wait,
television.
was there no post production?
I work in there, and watching this, I think there might have been no post production. That's the only way I can think of why
That's
there's no
wild.
goddamn anti-aliasing.
Wait, what if
Don't
the
put
smoke
that
effects were just like add something here? Like it was like.
Yes.
Yeah. Well, you saw what the fire looked like. Remember, it's just like this image.
I think they were
of, like,
placeholders.
fire.
I think they were placeholders, and they forgot.
Yes, this
They're just
I
like
don't think
ship
you're
it
wrong.
out.
Now that I think about it, it does remind me of some placeholders I've seen.
Oh my god.
These smoke
it's
effects are
possible.
literally placeholders for when post production is supposed to do their job, but it never happened.
So there's just smoke effects everywhere. I love that they're okay. Would you see?
No, Clive,
a
you're wrong
two-
with that. The placeholders usually in post production are usually still less shit. They usually have like more defined things. You know.
No, I mean like it was placeholders like for post production, but then it never got sent there ever.
Oh yeah.
So
There's a lot of stuff. I
like-
didn't realize this podcast. I don't think the show had post production.
like
Either that or some post production company made a killing with the nothing they did.
this story already like starts off so. Like it's just like there's this guy and he like wakes up and he's like and they're like he can't stare at cell phone. So he goes home. This happens in the span of like 2 minutes, mind you.
In
He
the year
goes home.
in the far off future of 2014.
So he goes home, talks to his
2014.
2D brother, right? And he's like, "You gotta put your best foot forward." And then he's like, "Okay," and it's like,
Wait, so you're forgetting to mention all the 2D characters look better.
"Yes, they do." He's like talking to his 2D brother. Oh my god! So he literally walks out to the convenience store, and he gets hit by a truck. He gets isekai'd into the year 2020 or 2030. It's very unclear, like what happened.
It's 2030. I remember clearly it's 2030.
Okay, they go back to like
2030,
2020 or later, and they, like there's like the disaster of 2020,
In the
and I'm
comments,
like,
if you remember, tell us so we can inform the rest of the people.
so, like that's and so it turns out he's like a brain in a suitcase called like the X arm, and then they're fighting these like other guys who also have the X arms, I guess, like the Matrix
And
guy.
Remember,
who has-
X-Arms, everyone at home, because this is confusing. X-Arms are technology too advanced to exist that also for some reason have the name X-Arm branded on them, like a
Yeah.
fucking company logo.
Yeah, it is like a company logo or like a
I
research
have to
project.
ask, why are they even hunting down the X-Arms? With the exception of episode 3, none of them are that big a deal. Like, the last
no.
one is just a gun, but slightly better.
No,
the one
no,
before
she
that
can
is like,
teleport
what,
stuff.
you're slightly better at robbing stuff, and his power is just not being dead, I guess?
No, he can hack anything. The guy who has
So is
the
the X-Arm doing
technophobe.
that? Because if it's the X-Arm, why do they need him? Is he
I don't-
the onboard
'cause
computer
you-
doing it?
I
Why
I
did
don't
this
know.
Amish man hack?
It
Also,
makes
yes,
no
the
sense.
show is an Amish hacker.
This makes no sense. Like yeah, so they fight like the Matrix guy who can only phase forwards for oh my god, that was
Wait,
unbelievably
you can't
stupid.
phase backwards?
Yes, he can't phase
You
backwards.
can't face backwards. Yeah,
But he can, take his hand in on people. Also, when he punches through a wall, and he's like, fuck, he can't face backwards. Somehow he gets his arm back?
Yeah.
water is
I
my
don't know.
one weakness.
Yeah,
Water is
cool.
my one.
I can't phase backward. That was unbelievable when he said that. I'm like, you gotta be kidding me. Like, you can't phase backwards. Like,
Wait, his power needs to be activated.
Well, just go all the way through then.
yeah, just go all the way through and then turn around, you moron. Like, it's
Wait,
so
how many
stupid.
X-Arms are out there that they have a police force doing this all the time?
I don't know.
I feel
Too
like
many
she's
for us.
special
to
at this
count.
point.
Like, this part was so unbelievably stupid, and they like tried to pass it off as like, oh, if you were like paying attention, you would have known he's blocking.
But Soviet, don't you remember how this works?
Like when he's like bobbling around with no idea what he's doing.
That feels like an
Like-
anime like comedy skit you'll see on YouTube. Like some villains like describing his superpowers, and it's like I can't phase backwards.
That's literally what happens. He's like, I can't phase backwards. Ah, shoot, you got me. And it's like, that's
We
so
got you
stupid.
now. We knew that you couldn't phase back from water.
It's so funny though. Like that's hilarious. Like it is like
The animation
How
looks
is
like
he
it's
scared of
something
phasing
out
off
of
the
like
ship?
Reboot.
When he's swimming in it, he
from
could
the
just phase back
90s.
on.
yeah. I said he could just swim out and then turn around and swim back in. No big deal. But he doesn't do that for
Wait,
some
what was
reason.
Does he like drown or something?
No, it's like
Soviet, do you remember what was he trying to do? Like when they showed
He
the
wanted-
attack him, it seems
he-
like the thugs are just like at a boat.
From my
I don't know
understanding, it's
if you're
because
being at a
water
Okay,
is a different form
This
of
is the question of
matter.
the day. But is the manga like an actual story that works, or is it not?
I don't know. I cannot tell
Because this is an adaptation of like a really old manga.
Not good.
And, like-
you know, at least there's facial expressions.
There's no way it was this bad.
No, it's impossible for it to be
Well,
this.
no, I've already seen some of the manga, and I can say like
No, not many people have read it. I don't know.
plural. So
So, but
It might
like,
not be
okay,
that good.
more than one facial expression per character, so it's automatically better.
yeah. I also love when they kiss and how sudden that is. Awkward, and it's like, and they just put a light over. There's all these like light, like
Yeah,
sensors
Kanata Effect
all the
described
time.
how like they didn't animate their mouse, like they moved the mouse up and down, and that's as far as it goes in the
Yeah,
show.
that's pretty much
I-
it. Yep.
So they
I
can't-
worked on
believe-
shows for,
So they
like,
can't
2-year-olds.
animate a kiss or like show one, so
But
what they
those
just
shows
like
for
show
2-year-olds
a white blur.
Yep.
People at home, I've worked on like shows for 2-year-olds. I can't give more details for legal reasons, but those shows have more points of articulation than fucking one in the head. And,
Yeah. This show.
and they're
is-
like old shows for the country. Oh god.
yeah. It's so like.
Do
this
we want
show
to talk
is,
about
like-
how like I saw people discussing this, but they're like, the show's bad and all, but like, it'd be much worse if it was reactionary, right? Wait, it is,
Yeah.
isn't it? And then
Yes,
it's like
it
they're
is.
like, wait, isn't the story bad too? And they're like, oh, you're right, it is.
Yeah. So like, remember. So.
Sophie, what do you want to do first? Failed state or civil rights bad?
Oh God. Like failed state bad. So.
Okay, you do failed state and then I'll do civil rights.
So, all right. So, this like hell world in like 2030, like this is like a fucking horrific dystopia. Like, the police like are don't even know how many people live in the country. Like they can't even make census. Like they can't feed people food. Like everywhere is like a wasteland, and they're putting their budget.
Not to mention, every place is filled with
Towards-
smoke.
Yeah, and like robots.
There's
that
a
walk
real
around.
fog problem.
Yeah, there's a real smog problem. So, like, okay, so there's like these police robots that just like wander around. They can't feed any people. The economy is like completely falling apart, and they waste They brought this up that they are wasting their money doing military technology, and they're not investing it like domestically into the economy. They're like, nobody has any jobs. Like people are starving, and these are the bad guys in the show. Like, it's like.
I mean, it's a
mean,
cyber
it would
war.
be
They,
bad,
they
but you
didn't
have
don't
to
need
keep
labor
it.
really at this point, right? They don't need, like, it's hard to employ people full time when they are cyber, right? Everything is automated and stuff.
Well, no.
No, don't be silly.
No.
We have
Yeah,
robot
this is the
automation
future
that press
Elon
the
wants,
floor,
guys.
And then we proceed
Don't
to use
fall for
robots
it.
for nothing else.
Like this. Oh my god, this is such a like off like because it's like it's pro cops, pro that failed government, like the government that literally can't keep track of who lives in their country. Like it's like, and they have like advanced cybernetic technology, and they don't even know how many people live in their country. It's like
It's very
like
funny.
and they
No,
wait.
they don't have cybernetics. That's too advanced to exist.
But like you want to think about how like the economy's falling apart, and they're spending all their money doing these expensive like raids and like Like they have a helicopter that can fly upside down. Like explain that to me. Where'd they get the funding for that?
Wait, they can invent phasing forward and but not backward, but they can invent helicopters that fly both upside up and upside down.
Yep.
Yes.
Yep. They have that technology, but
Like,
they
why would
can't-
you want that? Aren't people gonna fall like to the other side?
No,
and-
no. It
crash?
keeps you.
It's like a closed thing.
Like, they would crash their heads on the top of the car, right? That would be like.
Yeah.
Why
yeah,
would you
they
want it
would.
to fly upside down?
I don't. It's actually the reason they do this is not really that clear. Actually. Like,
Just for, like, to show off?
They got at all. It just seems like it'd be getting harder to aim.
yeah, because all they did was jump on to another helicopter.
Wait, then why did they? It would be easier to do it without that.
Yeah. So, anyways, they're
That's pretty
like
funny.
fighting these like people who are like the economy is like in ruins. Like you need to like do a better job. So you should like resign and stop like funding the military project. And they're like, yeah. So we went there and we shot him up. Yep. Okay.
Oh, I remember it's because they had the only actually dangerous X-arm, which is a guy who can just turn people into walking nuclear bomb, like time
Well-
bombs with nuclear explosions. I'm like, what? That's so much higher stakes than all the other stuff we looked at.
I don't know if they were nuclear or they were just like bombs, like suicide bombs.
It wasn't
probably.
like nuclear. It's from what I picked up. It wasn't literal nuclear explosions, but along that level of destruction.
It was like pretty
They
big.
would like blow
Yeah.
up the city. So this show, on top of
Oh,
being
man.
something-
Dude, I'm reading about a school abolitionist.
I
Yeah.
think that's gonna tie into what I'm about
Yeah,
to say.
the anarchists are at it again, guys.
I mean, I saw
I agree
last
with
year, like, I saw last year the tweet about, like, how all teachers are cops, right? I mean, it's confirmed.
Yeah, man. Marx was all like, "You want your kids to be literate? Fuck you."
That is as a Marxist, I can say that is a quote.
I don't think anarchists understand
Zolo,
that
Zolo,
capitalist
is-
school system is the problem, not actual organized learning. God, I was speaking out against the system.
And that's how
guys.
X-Arm happened.
And speaking of
I mean,
X-arm,
isn't that the
there's
same?
another thing we discussed.
Hey, Zolo,
Okay.
isn't that the same thing though? Are saying like abolish the police? It is stupid when like you know what they mean is not abolish the police literally. Like, don't you think it's the same thing here? They don't say abolish the school literally.
I don't know what they could actually mean with abolish teachers, other than like literally abolish teachers.
Maybe
I'm
you should ask
dunking on
them.
anarchists.
I don't know. Maybe we
dunking
should
on
see someone's
anarchists.
arguments before
I'm
judging
dunking
them.
on
I mean, if you say
I'll
abolish
check X-arm.
teachers, that's pretty,
Yeah.
that's pretty radical.
Anyways.
That's actually like there is a sort of education called liberation education, where the teacher is not exactly like a teacher in an authoritarian position.
No,
He's
they're straight up. They're saying abolish all things about school. I'm just making sure I'm getting it right.
I was
'Cause
gonna tell you that.
there's another anarchist in the thread that says bourgeois institutions cannot be reformed, and socialist education would differ radically from compulsory school. And they replied, "Full Metal Communist is their name right now, also. So there is anime in this.
See, it ties in.
There is
Okay. So
Maybe
the
we should
improvement
switch
of
shows.
education in the USSR advanced the working class knowledge and scientific humanitarian accomplishments. Humans have free will. Children have free will. Most children would choose to rather play than learn. That's the way it
Wait,
is.
who's wait?
I
who
love
said
how they
that?
like
You know,
list off the
it's-
accomplishments of the
okay.
USSR and then go like, yeah, fuck that.
all right.
Look, that's a tough for another time, man. Let's.
Yeah,
I think we
so-
should try to switch
yeah,
shows.
so-
Okay,
Get
let's
back.
talk. Let's briefly talk about Other Side Picnic. I mean, it
I
got
know.
me with. It
Let
got
Alex
me.
finish.
Wait,
are
you got more to say
watching
about X-Arm?
everything?
Yeah, there's
Alex,
another
guys watching
make a
they're
everything?
also anti-civil rights.
Yes, it
You
is.
watch
Explain,
Western
Alex. Yeah.
And don't worry, guys. Robot. What would Mao call him? Mao.
It's
call
definitely xenophobic too. Just putting that out there.
Yeah.
It does not
Yeah.
like Vietnamese people, from what I gathered.
They brought up the Vietnamese, and there's these like shady people, and it's like, oh,
Also, remember somehow. So here's a civil war between a bunch of like sapient murder robots that want civil rights, and a bunch of poor people that don't like robots. who also are all white despite being in Africa.
Yeah, the white president of this like African country, and is like,
And all of his white citizens, but he was like, "Hey, robots should have rights," and the citizens were like, "No, fuck that.
yeah,
Let's overthrow the government."
no robots, no robots.
So
They just
then
have
in the Civil War
science.
between unarmed people, one of them did have a sledgehammer. So I guess armed with a single sledgehammer population versus murder robots, obviously the robot genocide happened because the robots would lose.
Yep, obviously. Yeah, so that's
But
that's
it's fine.
XR.
Robot Uncle Tom. Yeah,
Yep.
that's what we're referring to as the white hair chick, right? Robot Uncle Tom. It's like no.
Oh
Cyborg
yeah,
is the dog.
cyborg. Yeah, it's fine. Don't
Wait,
worry about
so
it.
I'm not mistaken, but Alex was concerned about the robot civil rights being trampled on.
Yes, that's exactly
Okay.
right.
Yeah.
I mean, I gotta stay on brand.
Gotta stay
Yeah.
on brand. I mean, I agree. I mean, robot genocide. It's not cool.
Yeah, it's not.
Yeah.
Anyways,
Okay.
All right, let's talk about boring Yuri
Wait, all the
shows.
heads were in that girl's room. If the robots lost the war, then how did they collect all those heads?
I don't know. She can
Also,
do whatever.
remember, people, if you could instantly kill someone in a
You
fight,
go, girl.
what you do is you very weirdly just refuse to use your power whenever you win, and use it when you wouldn't get a kill blow.
That-
You
right
literally
on.
just walk forward and win the fight. Ah, okay, I've gotten that on my system. On to the
Yeah.
actual next thing.
Other side picnic.
Other Side Picnic. It's a Yuri show. It's
Yep.
supernatural elements going on, and unfortunately,
they go-
I thought it was interesting. It seemed interesting, but
It's kind of an interesting
It-
premise, yeah.
it started being boring. I'm not gonna lie. If you want this type of show, just watch Wonder Egg Priority. It's better.
Wait.
It
It's
is.
better.
Oh, it's like on the web. Hey, what's the point? What's the point of this one though? Like,
Okay.
Wonder Egg is just about bullying.
This
What's
is
the point of
more
this one?
like supernatural, like ghost type things, and
Yeah,
like
it's like
Wonder Egg
rumor
Priority is
things
more
brought-
like magical girl, like supernatural stuff going on. You know.
This is like, yeah, this is more like, it's less like fantastical. Well, it's still fantastical, but it's more like a mystery sci-fi. Like it's,
And they're like exploring like the other side is what's going
yeah,
on.
there's like these like rumor creatures that like fight, that like try and kill them. Like they run into this like QAnon guy at one point too. That part's pretty fun.
Man, why do you think it's so unpopular though? It's below 7. Damn. In Mao.
I mean, it's interesting,
I
but
watched,
it's I don't know. It's just
It's
started
not
missing a beat
as
like episode
exciting.
3.
There's just not enough kissing and
It's not even straight. It's not even
hand-holding.
straightforward enough. Like if you're gonna be a
Yeah.
Yuri show, just like go all in, but it doesn't.
just give me it all. Give me all the girl love.
You mean the famous Yuri undertones?
I
yeah.
don't want undertones. I want overtones.
Yeah,
Okay?
it's too
I
many
want
undertones.
overtones of
Like
copious
one
amounts of
overtone per
girl.
episode, but that's it.
I would be
Yeah.
fine if they didn't focus on it much. If it was just they're gay and that's it. If they just came out and said it, do they come out and say it?
No,
haven't yet
not
so
yet.
far.
Nope.
Okay, because then
It's
that
more
would be
like,
fine
oh,
if
I
they
need
say
you,
they're
and it's
gay
like, that's
then
as far as
they
it
focus on
goes.
different stuff.
So yes, I'm gonna keep watching it.
That explains.
It seems alright, but it's like
It's okay.
Are
Nah.
the non-Yuri
It's not-
good?
It's not as good. You know what? Not yeah.
it's just
Some
like
of them.
I could be
good,
watching Wonder
like-
Egg Priority right now over again. I'd rather watch
Yeah.
Wonder Egg Priority twice than watch. I mean, it's okay. I mean, don't get me
It's
wrong.
just
It's just
fine.
It's just
I
average.
like it, but
Pretty average.
I like it, but it's like it's okay.
So here's the question before you go into the next one. I haven't watched this. I only have
Like,
some time today. Is this worth watching? Would you predict this is worth watching, or now wait for the season to be over, or just a pass? What would you give your What's your recommendation, everyone, on me for this?
I'd let you know how it turns out at the end. Like
I
if
mean,
you have
yeah.
to judge off of what you see now, what would you say?
It depends
I'd
on
say
how
it's
it
okay.
resolves. There's only 12 episodes, so it's hard to say.
yeah.
Who knows? Does their relationship do anything? And the answer might be no. And if it's a no, it doesn't go much further than from the start.
Yeah.
And
Okay,
then-
so your recommendation is wait for it to be over and see what the general mood is.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Hope that helps anyone else in my same position in chat.
Yeah. Like
I'm
I
going to go look at chat. Chat,
I-
if I'm responding slowly, my glasses broke. So.
I would recommend Wonder Egg to anyone. If you're looking for a rom-com, Horimiya is definitely that.
Okay. I'm skipping over a
in
few
terms of new
shows. I'm skipping over a few shows.
There's
I just want to
one
briefly talk
scene-
about. Oh, one scene. Which scene?
One
God,
scene.
there's so many shows this season. I didn't even realize we're out.
I'm like trying. Alex, I'm just going over my recommendation. There's one scene in Hidden Dungeon that's worth watching. That's that like wacky like scene.
So
Bottom
for
tier-
people at home, so that's coherent. Look up Hidden Dungeon. Somehow, definitely legally. Go to episode 4. Start watching episode 4. When they leave the Coliseum, then close the tab. That's our recommendation for the show.
Yes. Yeah. Bottomless tier. It's getting better. It's kind of cringy, but it's getting better. I like improvement.
It didn't, all the talk there, it didn't feel like a recommendation, but I guess you guys are actually enjoying the Smash hero there.
By the
Smash
way, I got a
player.
comment recently. It's like, how do I watch this anime legally? And I'm like, I got no words for you because all I have is illegal recommendations.
Yeah, I am sorry. Unless it's on like Netflix, I cannot help you.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay. This is a show no one's discussing, and it's because one episode was previewed early, and it's supposed to like start like in
Watching it. Watching
late
it first
February or
is
something. The next episode's. But this
Wait, what are
is
you
called.
talking about?
I'm talking about this show called Vlad Love. It hasn't like started more episodes yet because the first episode is going to be on. The second episode is going to be on February 14th. But this is a weird show, and the reason why is, it's like about a vampire girl and one girl who's like, for some reason she really loves donating her blood. I don't know, like she just has this like I don't know, she's just like a blood donation enthusiast.
I think I met a girl with that fetish before.
It's like the like helping people, like
Yeah.
Who is this show
enthusiast person.
for? Is it an actual fun show?
It was really funny the first episode I watched. There hasn't been another episode, so I can't really say much else. But the reason this
Oh.
show's interesting is it's directed by, and the original creator is a tribute to Oshi Mamoru. This guy did Jinro. He directed that. And like the Ghost in the Shell movie. And I guess
Oh shit! Wait.
he did
So this
some
must be
episodes of
pretty
USA
out there
Yatsu.
then. This is not normal anime then.
Wait,
This is pretty
which
out
Ghost in
there.
the Shell movie? There's a
This does not come
couple.
across as a normal anime. That's
This
why I'm
will
interested.
Fit your, this will fit your taste, Wiki. With
I-
all your
Oh,
I think I'm
nice.
liking this show so far. I think it's okay. But the next episode's out February 14th, so I'm kind of excited. It doesn't sound like it's going to be an amazing show, but like
There's
it's-
so much
it's
anime
worth
to watch.
watching.
Holy shit!
It's just kind of fun. It doesn't
Hey,
seem like
if you
anything
ever
other
get
than just like a
overwhelmed-
bit fun though.
If you ever get overwhelmed, you can always do what I did. Just give up and decide to start making your way through all the index and around.
I think that's when we give up though. I mean, there doesn't seem like much else. Idly Pride sounds hilarious from what I saw the premise, but that's all I know.
Well,
I
then
didn't
why
watch it.
content? Why don't you tell us about the premise?
I don't know anything more than the premise, but it's like about like this idol director, and everything seems to be going well. Like he's now a manager for this idol up and coming, and then she just dies like on stage. Like she's dead before her performance or something, I think. So he's an idol manager for Ghost or something. I don't know. It sounds weird.
Oh,
It's
okay.
called Idol's Pride.
Idly Pride, I think.
Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'm
I
wrong.
don't
That's
know.
just I scrolled down to the comments, and then people are like, "Wow, this is so weird."
For some reason,
Is that
I
what
don't-
idol shows have come to?
I guess
I
so.
don't know. I don't get the best.
The
vibes from
description
anything
to become
called
an idol.
Third
I shed
Frontier
blood,
in
sweat,
Pride.
and tears.
Soviet knows why.
So this show sounds. There's nothing about it. The genre is just music. Something seems weird about this show, but I guess it's just a normal idol show. I mean, it's probably not that unique.
Cut to
Interesting.
I don't know,
Yeah.
a year later.
All
someone
right,
watching
I
Ghost,
think
and it
it's
turns out
time
that
to
was
go
the
back
show.
up to second
Sequels?
seasons. Yeah, time
Yeah.
to get
Wait,
sequels.
wait! You can't skip. You can't skip The Spider Girl show.
The Spider Girl
Oh,
show. Is there
I didn't
anything to
watch it.
say about a Crunchyroll original?
Yeah, yeah. That's...
Wait, what do you
you
mean
watch
by
the Spider-
original Crunchyroll? That's a famous Yosetsu light novel, like
It
web
is
novel.
famous, but
Like-
it's made by like Crunchyroll, like help produce it
Crunchyroll.
or something.
Yeah.
So I think I'm
They
just gonna
did.
write it
To
off.
be fair, that doesn't mean it's bad. Produced by Crunchyroll just means Crunchyroll's floating the bill.
Well-
It doesn't actually say which people are actually working on
yeah.
it.
Okay, I'm
but
gonna
has it
convince
worked
you
out
that the
before?
Spider Show is good. I want to convince you that the Spider Show is good.
Wiki, please
So-
No,
no.
you can't. You can't, Wiki. I hate spiders.
Yeah,
Okay.
my arachnid
Just to be
phobia is
contrarian,
getting in the
I
way
like
of
all
you
animals,
convincing me
so I'll
here.
hear you out. Go, Wiki.
Yeah,
The floor is
same.
yours.
Same.
Like I hear spider unless it's Spider-Man.
Yeah,
Wow.
I'm out of there. I'm out of there.
She actually like jokes that she's Spider Woman at one point. It's very funny.
That's
I mean,
not
from a
that's not-
biological perspective, spiders have a
convincing.
pretty good body plan. Do you know most spiders have 80% of their body be their brain?
Whoa, I didn't know that.
Anime's
Hey, does that
answer
even make
to
sense,
Lucas the
Esther?
Spiders is true.
Yeah, I didn't watch any
Look,
of this.
the show is really
I,
cool
like-
because well, so I think in the web novel it's even more radical, but like she begins by like she reincarnates as a spider, and she was bullied before. Like just like there's a ton of anime about bullying. I don't know why this season. So this is another one of those where she used to be bullied, but unlike most like if she, like shitty isekai, you actually like she see what she feels. So like when she becomes a spider, she's like oh my god, I'm a fucking spider. What the fuck? Like even though she looks cute, the show is not cute. Like she has to eat actual insects and like creatures, and it's a video game though, so she can grow and become even stronger. So it's kind of like watching someone play a video game as well. But like, she has to eat things, and she's like, "Oh my god, I want to vomit! I'm eating this fucking like crazy insect," which means she's kind of like possessed this fucking like arachnid body. She doesn't actually enjoy being like a spider at all. So it makes me wonder where did the spirit of the spider go? And like
That actually sounds interesting. And to just piss off some viewers at home, it's almost as if when you have someone reincarnated into a body that would suck, they would dislike it and just not commenting at all.
Please give justice to
Yeah, so-
Alex, who was unjustly given his body.
so she oh wait what? Oh
We
yeah
need
yeah.
To get, we need to
That's one of the
upgrade
themes of the
Alex
show.
to a robot.
That's one of the themes of it. Like in this show, like they talk about privilege a lot because she is born. Like, not only she was fucked into her first life, now she's born as a spider. When her like other people were like isekai in this world as well, and those people they become princes and nobles, like while some
What the
become
heck?
dogs. So like one of them like is a boy who was is incarnated in, like in a girl's body. So I guess he's trans now.
The most
And it's
privileged.
So can I ask
Did
the
he
question?
say he
That's the
identified
isekai
as a-
question. I have the
No,
isekai
it's-
question for you. So after she
So
knows
you're
she can
assuming.
reincarnate, why doesn't she just kill herself
Basically.
in order to roll the dice again on what body she goes into? If she knows that.
She doesn't know if she will reincarnate or not.
I mean, it's the
So
same
she doesn't know what's gonna
first time.
happen.
I mean, you might as
No
well
one
play.
knows
You
what's
might as
going
well play your spider roll out till the end.
Oh, so she's actually having some fun in a way. Like she not doesn't exactly like not enjoy being a spider after like at some point. Like it's weird. That's one of my criticisms of the show. Even though it talks about very harsh topics, and like you can see like she suffers by being a spider and like having to face like creatures, like inhumans, and like, she's having a hard time. She's kind of dealing with it very well. Like she's kind of like Genki and
I don't know.
having fun.
Someone's got to convince me to watch these shows where they're reincarnated as like a different thing, like the slime one and the spider one. You got to
Yeah.
convince
No,
me
the
that
slime
like
one
this
sucks.
is the slime one. You think so?
The slime one like is boring because he's so too OP. But in this one, she has to suffer. She has to fight. Like in the beginning, she has nothing. Like they joke like I have a skill. Like,
That does
light
sound
novel
more
is
fun.
nice.
That like she has obstacles in her way.
It's almost
Look-
as if conflict is the not the be all end all storytelling, like the core of like 90% of it.
Like the ending of the show when she sings,
What?
she's like a spider dressed as an idol, and she like she's singing, and then after in the middle of the song, she switches to singing metal, and she's like, I'm a fucking spider, nothing helps me. What the fuck is going on? I don't want to be a fucking spider. Like, and she sings metal while doing that. It's fucking great. yeah, like she's having a tough time while her friends are like a prince and a queen. Like her friends got like the very good life, and when she's getting fucked.
Wait,
So
did they also get
like
hit
I
by
think
trucks
like
at the same time or something?
it's
No.
very mysterious. No one knows. So there's some mystery as well.
So
Okay.
something that your description suggests the show might do. Does it go into like what my whole problem with Zero was, which is no one considering the horrifying implications of being isekai on a cosmological scale, or metaphysics?
What?
Yes,
If you're an
yes,
isekai
yes.
And you actually look at that like as if you were in real life, the implications are terrifying.
I think
Exactly.
the slime one
They
actually
show
did it.
her-
I think the
Go
slime
to
one did it
another
like
world,
pretty
She-
interestingly.
Like your own one.
Like that
that
transition.
really-
That was the most
It's just
interesting one
fucking-
by far.
Oh, that's true. He's asexual, right? The slime one. Yeah, that's pretty cool actually.
Wait, there's an ace character. Can I increase my number of ace representation by 1? I might almost get to the point where I
He-
don't need one finger to count them all.
He's not. He's only ace because his body is a slime, so he can't really be attracted to anything.
Okay, that's not how that works. Okay.
Although he still enjoys some stuff, I guess, in the bar with some elves.
Okay. Okay.
The ability to do it.
I mean, watch the show as well. Like he's kind of like because the girls love him because he's a cute slime. So like they like to like bash him
Remember
and
that
stuff.
time where he goes to that city in the beginning? And he's
Okay.
like,
Blind
"Hey,
dude?
Can I
dwarf,
go my
look
Promised
for me."
Neverland rant now?
Yeah.
Wait, let me finish. Look,
Look,
That-
Descendant and then the Promised Neverland. So do you remember that time in Slime where he goes to the first city with the humans and does the new
Oh yeah, we
station?
have the second season of Slime right now. Interesting.
That was the point in the first Slime season where I just got bored and went, fuck this shit, I'm out of boredom.
I got bored when he was talking to the dragon in the first episode.
wait, that's the good
I mean,
part.
I also got
Oh,
bored there, but I got too bored to continue at that point.
what the fuck? You guys suck.
I'm sorry. It's just
Like, how do you not
anime.
watch this show as well? Look, like 2 more points for Kumo, dude. Like Kumo like, the Spire show. Like
Please go on.
there is like
I'm
the
also
voice, right?
disappointed by the Slime. Did you told me that Slime would be about creating communism? I feel ripped off.
Yeah, they just lied.
That's a
Okay.
shame.
It's about
Sorry,
it's
that-
playing
please go on.
Civilization. That's all that's about. It's just playing Civilization, really. It's all. That's it. That's it.
The
I do like
neoliberal
Civilization.
simulator.
Those are 2 other points before we move on to the new stuff.
Yeah. So one of the points is like it's interesting that, so in this show they have like the voice, like normal voice saying, "Oh, you level up," but in the girl, like the Spire girl, she is used to this. A lot of her friends are as well, it seems. But like, there's one person in their friend group who's not really acquainted with these things, and she's very religious, and stuff. And because of that, she thinks she's hearing the voice of God.
Oh
So
my
she starts saying, "Oh my God, I want to hear the voice of God again. I want to level up." So she keeps like fucking like trying to level up as fast as possible so she can hear the voice of God again.
Okay, that's
That
actually.
sounds pretty funny.
I don't want to say base, but
Wait, are there
writing-wise,
other
it-
spider friends she has or something? I don't know what's going on there.
So she got fucked. She's a fucking spider in the bottom of a cave. She has to eat fucking like disgusting creatures. She
But it
vomits
shows like
while
other
eating them.
spiders on
Meanwhile, her
the
friends are chilling.
title. So does she find
Yeah.
spider friends or something? I don't know. Are those other
No,
characters?
I think it's just her
It's ju-
personas. I think she
Oh,
just
so
her in
there's
her-
4
her
of the
head.
spider. Okay. There's 4 of her.
Like it's just her in her head because she's kind of crazy because she's alone for so long just fucking eating
Yeah.
Wait,
insects
are
and
you telling
fighting
me being
insects.
isolated, not being able to communicate, and being in a shitty body would drive you crazy? I have no idea what the show with. maybe a
Apparently, when you get really
I-
bored, you just
I-
fracture your identity into multiple pieces. That's what
Yeah.
happens.
Exactly.
It's almost
Yeah.
at the beginning of like another show is just I have no mouth and I'm a scream, but it just looks over that. Unlike the spider show.
I'm still not convinced.
Is
But
But
there's so many good stuff.
Tell us what
Well,
the
like there's a
spider show-
woman who becomes a dog and she feels bad, and the guy's like, "Look, like you are my dog because I'm the prince, and like we're kind of pretending we're not isekai. So like, look at this. You could become this cool like battle dog. Like you could evolve into this fucking cool creature. Like you grow." And she's like, "Dude, I'm a woman. I don't want to become a battle dog." And it's like, "Oh, I'm sorry." Like there's some cool stuff like that. Like the show is pretty fucking cool. But most of the time, you're gonna watch someone play. It's kind of like watching Twitch. You're just watching this spider play like video game and fight fucking creatures. Like these are the first episodes. but that's just the beginning of the story, so it changes later. I don't know. I think it's pretty fucking cool.
So it sounds like this show is full of animation. For me and Soviet, they continue on.
I look forward to your
No,
video.
I'm
look,
not-
I look
I'm
forward
not
to your
watching.
video essay on it. I look forward to it.
I don't
Okay,
know if
thank
you'll
you.
get that far, but you might
I
get a
really
lot
do.
of sassy Twitter quotes from me. I might post my Twitter.
All right. It doesn't matter. Like, let's move on.
Okay.
Yeah, I want to see what Calliope has to
Are
say
you
about
guys
this one.
watching the second season?
Yes.
You are, and you haven't read the manga, so you have no idea what's.
No.
You have no
not
idea
read the
what is
manga.
taking place. What butchering
I've
is
watched
taking
3
place.
episodes of season 1.
Wait, butchering? What do you mean?
You know how you
I
guys
don't
were
know
saying
if
how
you
it's
wanna
going in
say
like
here.
a
We're gonna
brand
go
new
as far as
direction,
like
and you're like, I
everything.
think I'm okay with this wiki. Well, what if I told you this brand new direction is literally cutting out like 60 chapters or like more, and just
Oh,
like
the thing they are skipping and not just going a new direction.
no, it's they literally might end the Promised Neverland this season. Like that's how fast it's going.
Wait, did they pull up Berserk?
Cool.
The 3D one,
I'm
where
okay
they
with
just
that.
like
This might as
did
well.
5
This
major
might as well be the
characters?
final season. There might be one more season, but like they've rewritten everything. It's gone completely original. Yeah.
Wait, did it
every
go
plot
completely
point's
original,
different.
or are they cutting content? Please tell me. Are they skipping parts, or are they actually going original? Because I thought they were going original.
It seems like they're going slightly original, slightly manga, but like the way they're doing it is they diverge so far that everything from this point is original already.
Can we spoil? Should we spoil what they skipped?
Okay, what they skipped.
Should we spoil the
I
manga a
don't-
little bit?
Yeah. Okay, so when they get to the shelter, like that happens. They get to the shelter. There's a few things like getting to the shelter they skip, but like they're not really important. It was just like fighting a few monsters here and there. It's not really important. But when they get to the shelter, this is when I was really upset because I had no idea going in. But in the manga, there is a guy. I'll pull him up right now so you can see his face. Yugo, Promised Neverland. This guy, he was in the shelter too. This is the first like panel you see of him right here. They cut him out. He doesn't exist anymore in the show, and he was like the coolest character in the show. In the manga, he's gone. Our boy Yugo got cut because his arc he's in doesn't exist anymore. There's an arc called the
Okay,
Goldie
so-
Pond arc.
I
And
read
it's
the
gone.
manga, and I would say like I don't think he's that cool, but the arc was pretty fucking cool. I
Yeah.
really enjoyed the arc, so I'm sad they are cutting it, and I have to say they cut it by making the story not make sense. So if you watch closely, like the new
Yeah.
what they made to like cut what's going on, like are you guys watching it? Is everyone watching?
So
Neverland?
in the
Right now.
shelter,
Yeah, I
they
just
see
got
like
done
this.
with,
They see this like bunk beds, and like there's like help like written all over the wall, and like there's a list
Yeah.
of names, and it's like implied that like oh maybe these were some other kids who got to the shelter, but what it was is in the manga, that was Yugo's friends from the farm. They escaped a long time ago, or like a few years ago or something, and they, didn't make it like he did. For various reasons,
You
you find
remember
out as
why?
the Goldie Pond arc goes
Yeah,
along.
I get this pretty big spoiler. I forgot actually. I forgot why they got stuck there. I forgot.
And
Yeah, don't spoil that for me, I guess. Or do. I
Yeah.
don't
Okay.
know.
So
I-
what I
I
think is
don't-
very
I
inconsistent.
think
Can you?
I think this is the way we can continue on smoothly. I think going forward, if there's a show we don't want to be spoiled, we'll just deafen ourselves, and you send us a DM. When
I
we
mean, there's
talk
not really
about
much to spoil because like he's gonna tell you this. Like, there's not much to hide. He tells you that when you meet him, but his
it. Well,
arc,
there's other shows
this
other than
arc
this.
is completely cut, and I've noticed that this arc, the Goldie Pond arc, what I like about it is it's basically just guerrilla warfare against demons who are like
It is.
who consider themselves hunters. And the Goldie Pond, what it is, I guess it's a minor spoiler, but the Goldie Pond is like hunting grounds for demons, where this is a sport to them, hunting like humans, and that's what it is. And Emma just like walks into it, and it's just a whole fight they have with this one demon, and it's just like a long drawn out like battle, and it's cut.
It is a vanguard. vanguard party, like not like there's a vanguard. Well, it was hiding. So like some humans were
Oh, yeah.
hiding. It's so cool. Like, it's a fucking like it's a fucking guerrilla warfare.
Yeah,
It's
there
so
was
fucking
yeah
cool. It's so
underground like
scientific cut.
you know, resistance to this Goldie Pond place. So it sets it up like itself up as like this like own distinct place. It's not a farm. It's literally hunting grounds, and I think it's a secret from every other demon too. It's the crazy part, and it's all gone. It's not in the anime, and one of my theories is they didn't want to have guns in the anime because they only
Yeah, I
use
think
bow
so,
and
too.
arrows in the anime. So I think they're trying to keep it like more kid friendly, because the manga, this arc was full of just like the coolest looking guns ever, and they're all gone.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
Oh,
They
that's
just-
true. Yeah.
they just have all like they in the shelter. They walk into a secret room, and it's just arms everywhere. It's a stockpile
yeah.
of weaponry, and
yeah,
like
the
Emma's like
fucking
choosing like
old guy.
Emma like picks up like a rocket launcher. Is like, can I use this? And he's like, maybe not. I don't know about this. So, like, I
Yeah,
think
it's
you
quite
owe it to
fucking
yourself
cool.
if you like the first season of Promised Neverland. I mean, you can watch the second season, but like, you owe it to yourself to read the Goldie
Also, the
Pond
second
arc,
season
'cause it's
doesn't
just
make sense
fun.
because like the outpost they are in, it's supposed to be a safe place. It doesn't like they try to like lie, right? Like the second season tries to fake, oh, this they were caught, right? Like the outpost wasn't safe, but that doesn't make any sense.
Yeah,
Like it's really weird because if it's not safe, like why weren't they like
wait.
why
So
weren't they
has season
prepared?
2? Oh, I'm guessing they already leave really quick. But that'd be funny if the entire second season
Like,
was like Home Alone, but the Promised Neverland.
Could I pause for a second, the two of you?
Yeah.
Yeah, go on.
So here's my question. You said they changed content in your opinion to make it more child friendly. The show that by episode 1 has a child corpse in it. You're
Yeah.
concerned about child
The
friendliness?
show where people get flowers pierced through their hearts so they can be eaten decided that it needs to be more child friendly by removing all guns,
Yeah.
and now they only use bows and arrows.
So
Yes.
I mean, that's
besides
a part
that,
of life, but
great-
teaching children that they can use guns to solve their problems by fighting the monsters, I guess that's I guess for some.
I mean, I
reason
can't
that's
see
a
how
step
it-
Too far.
I can't see how that's like the one thing it can't include.
Whoa, dude. I just got an idea. Dude.
What?
What is it? This better be good.
In Wretched of the Earth, man, Fanon talks about violence and why it's justified for one to engage in it.
Yeah.
That could be, we could do like, why.
I mean, that is a
like,
big theme in the
Promised
Promised
Neverland.
Neverland, is like, when is it okay? And that's a cool thing.
Yeah,
like,
violence.
the thing they cut out was when it went
Yeah.
full malice. Like, we need to arm you. You need guns. Fight back. And they cut it out. It's like, we'll just show you the cool demons right away, and bows and arrows only. The ghost of 4 Kids lives on. But yeah, I think you're right that like the show, like, it makes sense that they can include the first season, but like for some reason, like by censorship things, like the only thing they can't include are guns. Like, I guess that
I have some
makes
special
sense.
insight on this from working in this basically this industry, although not with Japanese stuff. When you said like that, some of the things sound incredibly dumb, but then I thought about some of the things I've seen, and I'm like, yeah, that checks out. That checks out something I wrote.
I mean, it does make sense. I mean, it's not like you can even have guns in Japan, so like, let alone show it on maybe a more kid-friendly channel.
No, legally, I don't think this is a problem with any legal laws. I think this was just the result of like.
They cut it out because Con and Tel Bro, obviously.
They also
I
might have
mean,
cut it out
they
just
don't
because
want it.
it's
I
so
was gonna
long,
try,
and
like-
when you think about it, the Goldie Pond arc isn't really necessary to probably like finishing up the story. Like, it really isn't, but like it was my favorite part, and it's just gone.
I mean, okay, when I started the second season, I like the first episode. I'm like, I'm all in for it. Back into Promised Neverland.
I mean, it might be
So-
okay.
Oh, yeah,
apparently
do
the
you
manga
enjoy where
is like
they're
on
going with
board.
it? Do you enjoy where they going for it in the second season?
I haven't
so-
watched the latest episode yet, but from like the first like Yeah, it did seem really fast paced. Like, but
Oh, it's going
it's
super
like it's more
fast.
promise. But it's like it's still more promise Neverland.
The chemistry between the kids is pretty good this season, but the problem is they cut out chemistry.
I
that
love
I wish I could have seen the chemistry between like Yugo animated, but no, we don't get it that.
Yeah, that's pretty sad.
He kind of like breaks the mold of like a character for the Promised Neverland because he's older and like, you know, he's not one of the sisters.
He's more cynical.
Yeah, he's cynical.
Yeah, a big part of his character. So I think. Oh, okay, can I go now? Can I go on?
Yeah.
Because I like that point. Like I one of the things that I really enjoy about Promised Neverland is that like how it's kind of like what's that novel? It's about some kids in an island killing each other.
Lord of the Flies.
Lord of the Flies, yeah.
Lord of the Flies is about country kids intentionally killing each other to like the end, but I know what you're talking about. Yeah.
Yeah, so Lord of the Flies is very pessimistic about like what kids would do if they were together alone.
It's not.
And we know Promised Neverland
meant to be taken as a literal story.
Promised
It's not
Neverland
meant
is
to be
the
about
inverse of
literal-
that
it's not-
situation, where it's like
Yeah, it's supposed to be a
they'd
metaphor.
get along. The whole world would be great if we could just love each
No,
other.
Lord of the Flies is not. It's meant to be read metaphorically, not as a literal thing about kids.
Sure, but it's also making a point like even the kids are corrupt. Like that's kind of like it's just a very depressive novel. Meanwhile, here in Brown Neverland, you have a more like a conflict. So you can, and that's what the point of Yugo was, I think. So like the kids, like the show is kind of saying, oh, like everything would be good for these kids if these monsters weren't here. Like society could be perfect. Like look at they go in a place where the technology is perfect, so they can have food forever. Like they go into like, such a good hiding spot. They had food forever. They had like water forever. So like, nothing would stop them from just living there forever. So
oh yeah, literally nothing would stop them. And they're so like want to change the world so much that they just leave that comfort to like do their mission of saving everybody. Like that's insane.
Yeah,
and they do that. Anyways,
and it's so hopeful. It's like humanity can like as long as they had the material conditions, like as long as they could just chill, they would be perfect.
That
then
does
they
seem like a
also
big
see
mistake
those
of the
people.
anime that they're like, oh, you're being forced out of here immediately.
Yeah, Yugo was like showing like maybe something dark could happen. Like why were the kids in the best heaven like they could ever find, like asking for help? What happened? So like it's a cool challenging of the premise. So it's pretty fucking cool as a thematically. So yeah, it's pretty sad they cut that out.
Yeah,
I
I'm
have
just
something I wanna
sad.
add
I'm just sad
after
that my boy Yugo's gone, and they also changed stuff with Norman. I guess Norman shows up like immediately.
Yeah,
or, like,
I didn't see
that was not
episode,
supposed to
apparently.
happen. But I
He's
haven't actually
back.
read that far in the manga.
Wait, what? God damn.
Yeah,
You motherfucker.
he just shows up. I guess I don't know. I don't know what's going on there.
He does a based SAO cameo.
Yeah,
SAO Part 2 Season 1. The greatest season of all SAOs. Fight me,
I don't know.
liberals.
Maybe I should continue watching this because I'm kind of curious. Like, how far do they change this? But I'm not sure this is even gonna get a third season.
Wait, SAO?
I haven't watched. The
You know how
most
like they
recent
killed that
episode.
one girl and then like she came back like the next episode or whatever.
Wait, who?
In SAO.
What?
Oh, I thought we were talking about Promise Neverland.
We are, but since Norman came back.
Wait, stop spoiling so hard. What the fuck?
You mean the AI girl?
Yes, I mean the AI girl.
They're talking about the little girl they adopted, I think. You guys haven't even seen SAO. I see how it is.
Okay.
All right.
I have stuff to say on this topic. Do you want to open up?
No.
I
We
don't
have
care
to
what.
watch. We have to get through the watch list here of this.
Okay, in that
season.
case, I have one comment I want to say about Promised Neverland before you.
I don't care that she deserved to die.
Wait,
Honestly.
I want to talk a little bit more about Promised Neverland.
Whenever a
because
show
my
doesn't
favorite show.
respect that people die when they are killed, I'm done with them.
Yeah.
People die and they are killed.
Speaking of that, do you want to talk about Attack on Titan?
Wait, no.
Whoa!
No.
Before that, I have a final comment to say on Neverland. thinking back, I can't give like proof or examples for legal reasons, but from like my own experience and like my job, yeah, I've seen higher ups after meetings make way bigger and way dumber.
Would you call the kids colonized?
So yeah, I'm telling you, this is probably the result of a bunch.
No.
I mean, they're treated
in a
more
meeting,
like
and they keep the
livestock
worker down and stuff.
No, yeah, they're literally livestock.
Yeah, they are.
What is it in comments that like both colonized people and livestock
Ye-
people are both treated as objects in a way? So
Well, I mean, like, to be colonized, you have to have.
Intersectionality, guys. Come on.
To be colonized, don't you
This is
literally have to
21st century
have like a society beforehand? They're literally like handed off as livestock, and that's how they got there.
Yeah.
So they were
But you-
literally shipped there as livestock from like the human world, not that they already lived there.
do you guys like how like they employ the mom again to get the kids? Do you guys like that? Yeah.
I think she's got a very sexy voice.
That's the only reason I want
That's
to watch
what
the
I thought when I
original.
watched
Is I'm
it.
curious, like, what are they gonna do with Isabella? That's what I want to know.
Yeah.
But it seems original.
So
too.
do you guys like
I-
her but coming back like that?
I guess I haven't watched the latest episode.
Oh wait, you didn't see that scene then?
No, I didn't watch the latest episode.
Oh, I'm sorry. Oh yeah, that happens.
Wow, Soviet. I can't believe you wouldn't be current.
I
on
was
things.
behind by one
surprise.
episode of the show. I'm sorry.
What a surprise.
It's the one that's the most divergent to the manga.
Okay,
I haven't watched it yet.
let's talk about Attack on Titan.
No, we
Season
should
4.
save that for last.
What the
No, let's go Attack on Titan now. I want to talk about it. I like the
Yeah,
transition.
we want to talk about Attack on Titan now, Soviet.
All right, fine. I do.
The people demand.
By the
I-
way, speaking about Attack on Titan, the final season, like, inevitably there's going to be spoilers for all of Attack on Titan.
Yeah.
So due to that,
Yeah.
Co-hosts, I will be deafening myself. Someone tag me when we move on to
Yeah,
the
don't
next
worry
show.
about it, Alex. Actually, we're probably gonna spoil the whole other show we're watching too. So,
Yeah, but I don't care about the other show.
well, why not? Never mind. This does not matter right now.
So other people, yeah, tag
Yeah.
me. When we're doing
Anyway,
Attack on
I'm
Titan.
hyped. It's dank. It's everything we wanted it to be. There's blood flying everywhere. There are kids dying in the streets.
Yeah,
It's
What the
everything I've ever hoped for.
this is.
And
So
Aaron
just send me
ain't
a message,
sorry about
send me
it.
a letter.
Yeah, it's fine, Alex.
Amen to that. And you don't gotta be sorry about it. He's the man with a plan. He's gotta goddamn destroy those goddamn Marlians.
That
man.
fucking part where he noticed the child could break the glass and he grabbed it with the glass. That was the sickest shit.
Wait, what?
This is really funny meme
So,
video I
before
saw
I get
recently, and it's like how anime protagonists treat like their villains. And it just was like Naruto like being respectful to like someone he defeated, and like I don't know, Luffy from One
And
Piece.
Talk no Jutsu.
And then it shows Aaron how he treats his villain and starts like playing metal music.
Yeah.
So before I go, Calliope, can I trust you to DM me when we move on to the
Yeah,
next
it's
show?
fine, Alex. Don't worry.
When I see that meme, can you post that meme? Can you find that glorious meme?
I'll post it in. Let's see.
Yo, we gonna talk about my girl
I don't know where it is.
getting
Here,
murked?
I'll just post
Peak?
it in chat. Search.
No, not Peak,
Right.
you idiot. I don't even know who Peak is.
What?
I know who Peak is, but I don't like know her. I don't love her.
Who are
I
you
love
talking
Sasha.
about then? Oh,
I love Sasha. Okay? And they just killed her.
Oh, that was the worst episode because Sasha that has the worst death ever. She's just a meme. That's horrible.
Yeah.
I already miss her.
I just want to say before I die, I like potatoes. XD.
Yeah, I'm not
It's
gonna
true,
lie,
it's
but that's
tragic.
like, you know, not the greatest writing. I don't think. There's a lot going on that episode though. Like there were so many conversations that kind of made it hard to focus in on that part because it was just a meme. It is weird. But Aaron's reaction, like people pointed out, but it was intense how he reacted. He literally just started laughing, and like,
Yeah.
And what's crazy is like
when? When they laugh?
when Coney told him that Aaron died, or Sasha died, Aaron just asked like, "What were her
What?
final words?" And Coney says, "Meat," and then he just
We
starts
can't
laughing.
explain the whole
laughed?
series to Alex.
Yeah, he like
I
laughs.
think
Stop
he
explaining the
cried.
whole series to Alex. Alex
No.
didn't watch it. It's his.
Yeah,
You know?
he hasn't seen any of it.
I think he cried. I don't think he laughed.
No, he was laughing. Well, like a shocked laugh.
Yeah.
Okay, he was actually laughing, really?
Yep.
Yeah.
I want to look it up.
You
Yeah.
should. It's like, dang, he really would do this.
Yeah. Like this is so intense. Like I mean
Honestly, I thought it was like a wholesome scene. Like he was remembering the good times.
Yeah, it was good. But like when you think about it,
Yeah.
like everyone was sitting there like with the announcement, and they were just looking at Aaron, like laughing under his breath, and they must think like this is the craziest. We gave him the Attack Titan. Are we serious?
Oh, you are right. He does a small smile. Like he's gonna laugh a little bit. He thought it was funny, but then he starts crying. Oh, that's so cool. It's such a great writing.
And like
Holy
you
shit.
can tell, like the characters are looking at Aaron and like blaming him for it, which is intense too.
Why would they
Yeah.
blame him?
It's not like he showed up there and brought the entire survey.
So I guess like what I'm trying to understand,
I blame Armin.
Here's
Armin's the one who came up with the idea.
that's such
I
a
blame
cool
Armin.
twist.
Wait, did
Oh,
Armin
my
actually
goodness.
come up with this idea?
Yes.
Oh, this was Armin's plan? I did not know
This
that.
was Armin's plan. Armin, didn't you see that part where like the eye patch lady was like, "Oy oy."
I thought Armin was mad at Aaron
Oh,
because
oh,
Aaron
yeah.
came up with this plan.
Or
So Aaron forced them to invade the place.
Oh no,
But
wait.
Armin came
Oh,
up
wait,
with the
no,
actual
now I know.
survey corps saving Aaron plan, but Aaron came up with the I'm going to like literally just like show up there plan and attack.
yeah, okay. All right.
Armin came up
I
with
wonder
the
why
like,
though. Why is Aaron in such
you
a
know,
hurry?
logistics
The
of-
invasion plan.
yeah, the actual logistics
Well,
of
they were there
how to pull it
before
off.
Aaron was there. Like, Gene was there. Like, I noticed that when I rewatched the first.
Well,
episode.
Aaron sent letters.
Really?
Aaron sent
Yeah,
letters.
Gene.
Yeah,
Gene is
yeah.
there. He's the dude in like the trench coat who buys the newspaper at the end.
Yeah, in the first episode or something.
Oh, I didn't even notice that. Okay.
Yeah, I didn't notice it till I watched it the second time.
Yeah, I haven't rewatched it. So, like, overall for this show, right? I felt it's lost focus a couple of times, but that's okay. Like, it like gets
Yeah,
back
how did they
on
make it
track.
harder? How did they make it better than the manga? I'm curious about that.
Like, there were parts where I was just very confused. Like, I didn't know what was going on. Like, but like
Wait,
in
what?
hindsight, a lot of the things that I was about do make sense now. But like,
What were you confused about? Like I thought it was pretty straightforward. It was just like a fight, right? Most of it is just
Yeah,
a fight.
it was just a fight.
I'm talking about
Like,
every.
were you confused about why Gabby wanted to avenge?
No, I'm talking about the
Yeah.
show in
the
general.
Indians?
I'm talking about
Guys,
the
I'm
show
confused
in
about this
general.
revenge plot. I don't know who wants to kill.
Wait, I
who.
just realized we're in a conversation with Soviet who actually caught up. What timeline are we on?
Yeah, I did. I watched all of it. That's what I'm talking about, though. It's like there were a couple of two in like part 1 of season 3 where I was like a bit like confused.
Oh
Let's
yeah,
see.
part 1 of season 3 is pretty confusing. That's true.
Like, yeah, but it does make sense now, I suppose. Now that we've reached this point in the story, like once we started the final
Yeah.
season, I'm like, okay,
It's so-
it's all
it's so
coming together
cool.
now. Okay.
Like seeing them using like the I guess I don't know like their names, like the Titan people.
The Eldians.
Meridians?
The Eldians.
Seeing like they use them as like conquered people, like
Yeah, and
how
they
like
put the armbands on them, and they like tell them that they're evil demons and stuff.
they can repent if they fight
Just
enough.
like the
So
white man.
there's a whole country
Just
that
like the white.
all their
Yeah.
military power is just Titan people because that's everyone else is developing technology while they're just
Yeah.
using Titan people.
Yeah,
It's so cool.
they're like using them to do imperialism and like take over like.
That's my doubt though. That's I think the plot hole. How the fuck didn't they just conquer everyone? Like how did the Titans not just try before technology? How did they just wait for everyone to develop develop technology? How?
Like, because I think they're
Turns
very.
out developing productive forces is kind of important.
They're like
Yes.
very particular too about who becomes the Titans. I mean, obviously Aaron like was like unapproved by them, but like they groom these people to become the next Titan, like controllers,
That's
Titan
true. Yeah.
shifters. Yeah, like and it's like that's like really interesting. Like, like, like the whole introduction of like these kids who are being trained to become the next Titan shifters. Like that was really interesting.
Huh, that is true, Titania. That, like, the Sasha's death in the manga was, like, that last panel or something you see, like, for the chapter. And here, it's a scene in between another scene. In between another scene. Like, we're getting big reveals last episode of, like, the other Jaeger.
Yeah.
That's true.
Oh,
They
brother.
threw a big twist
Like,
after
Yeah,
killing
they threw,
Sasha.
like, a twist
Pretty
in along
disrespectful
with...
in a way.
Yeah.
That scene, yeah.
I don't know if that happened in the manga, but, like, we're getting, like, some big reveal. And then it's like, oh, Sasha died, guys.
Yeah. Yeah, that is kind of how it.
I was, like, still processing, like, the other
Yeah.
thing.
Yeah.
I guess
Well,
that's
I
how
knew
life
Sasha
works.
was gonna die because it's like he wanted to kill her earlier. The
I pointed
creator.
this out to Wiki, but Gabby looks like Sasha's, like, younger self, so, like, what is going on?
She does. Yeah.
That's why Sasha had to die, I guess.
Yeah, there can only be one.
I'm really
There can
confused,
only
though.
be
People, like, the fandom's already hating on Gabby, but, like, she's still alive, so, like, what's gonna happen? I have no idea.
Yeah. That,
It's
How do you
fascinating.
redeem
Yeah.
her? You can't redeem her.
No, you can, because like they finally have someone that they can they're putting like a character who was like
I mean, if the
groomed-
DPRK
groomed-
can deprogram U.S. soldiers
yeah,
who,
like they-
you know, abandoned, I'm sure Gabby could fit along nice. But if she didn't suit Sasha, that's the only exception. So, unfortunately, she messed up.
but
Yeah, no, it's like, yeah.
I mean, you gotta,
Anyone
like,
else
not
would've
kill
been
anyone
fine.
to defect, but it's a little late there.
Connie was right there.
yeah.
like the Titan, since you read the manga, is that what's gonna happen? Will like Sasha, like the small Sasha, what's her name, Gabi? Is Gabi gonna talk to them and like they're actually gonna try to understand each other or something? Is that ever gonna happen?
I feel like it's not gonna happen, knowing Gabby, but maybe. I don't know.
Yeah. I don't know.
It's gonna be one of those things where, like, maybe, like, last chapter, she's like, I finally am convinced I was in the wrong.
Her friends already like sees like the truth though.
Oh, yeah, that was interesting.
Yeah, because he was with Aaron and Rainer, so like. Also, okay, can we talk about Reiner for like a bit?
Oh yeah, Ryan is so
Like-
interesting.
Yeah, he is, and it's like it's all ties together. Like yeah, because he's there for their conversation, like, and he hears like, and he like learned what Reiner did and stuff.
It's
And
kind of
it's, like-
crazy how important Sasha is, like, the character. Do you remember that one crazy scene? Reiner was, like, sitting down for dinner with everybody, and they were, like, asking him, like, what did you think about the Eldians, because you lived with them and stuff, and, like, he's like, they were
Oh,
the worst,
yeah.
and he's, like, reflecting
Yeah.
back on when, like, I don't know, like, Sasha, like, stole some food or something, or I forget.
Yeah.
It was so funny.
And it's like,
Yeah.
they're all the real
Evil.
demons.
Yeah.
That was the craziest scene.
That was great. That everything with Reiner this season is like really interesting. Like
It was like, oh my god, she offered me a potato and said, oh, this half is for you, but she had the bigger half.
yeah,
What demon? The other guy, oh my god, he was so rude, and the other guy just screaming all the time. Oh, I hate those people.
It was so interesting that, like, that was his perspective the entire time. It was like, dang, way to like toss out all those lighthearted scenes that were literally memes. We thought that were just like funny memes, but like that Reiner, they were, oh my god, these guys are demons, the evil.
well, no, that's the thing is he has that disconnect in his head. Like that's why he can't remember things sometimes. Like he didn't remember like when he like took off Marco, or he made Annie take off Marco's gear. Remember, like he's like very clearly psychologically damaged. Even in the latest episodes, like he is like so like emotionally overwhelmed he can't do anything. Like he's like, stop yelling at me, like stop asking me for help. Like he's just totally shuts down. Like I was like, that's so interesting. Like he literally doesn't do anything. Like
Yeah.
Yeah.
I thought that was
This
very
season, this
interesting.
season so far is just like everything goes wrong for Reiner all over again. It's crazy.
He just wants to
Yeah.
die. Let him die in peace.
Like everything bad and possible happens to Rainer. Like he loses his best friend, comrade. Their other friend gets eaten by Ymir, and like his life is just, and he loses like all his friends because he betrays them, and then he like has to go back home. Like yeah, it's like, and then all this happens. And it's
Actually, I
like,
will understand that. I think the story has two big plot holes. One of them is how the Titan people, like the Titan, like how the Titans not conquer the whole world like before they could develop technology. But that's kind of pedantic. I guess you can find an excuse. But like this one is
Oh,
weird.
Yeah,
So
they were huge fucking titans. I'm guessing that had to do a lot.
Well,
with it.
destroying things is different from, like asserting your authority
Yeah,
of
having, like, your
your
empire,
nation.
like-
That's a completely different matter, and it wouldn't be possible.
yeah, because they also need to develop the production.
They only have
force,
so
like,
many Titan resources to expend, so they only can do imperialism this much.
Yeah,
I guess
and,
that
like,
makes sense.
like think about like
And
any like the U.S.
This
empire.
is the
Like, you
interesting
can't
thing
expand
about this
that
season
far.
is it's tying in so many things. I feel like it's like, it's got like how U.S. imperialism in like the Middle East. It's like it has that with like
That's
NATO
literally,
and things like this
in,
world
like, the first
union of
episode.
people who want to invade the Eldian island and get rid of the demon threat, like the nuclear bombs or something. I don't know.
Oh yeah, that's a
Yeah.
good.
But there's also,
true.
it feels like it's
There's
an
literally
old,
a
it feels like
Titan
it's
who's
a
just a
war.
bomb.
It's also got, we're in a literal ghetto in this season, so like it has like World War II vibes as well.
Yeah, they also have the armband.
And there's
thing,
like
too.
trench warfare, so
Like-
it might as well be World War One too.
It's so
Yeah,
fucking cool.
There's a lot
So-
of things going on.
Like the
Yeah.
way it's like depicted warfare and how brutal it is, it's like it crosses over like so many things, I
Oh,
guess.
Yeah, like
it
Abby
really does.
pretending to be like suffering as a little kid, and the guard is like, "You kill her? No, you kill her. I wouldn't do that. You have to do it. I can't." Like, that's such a cool scene. And she just throws a bomb. Is there ever like a scene like that in the movie? Is that a reference to something, or is that actually
What are you
the
talking
scene where Gabi is making her play to destroy the train that's they can murder the Titans, and to do that, she pretends to be like a small like a little girl who can do no harm, and she's like harmed. So she's just
Oh,
crawling.
I remember now. Yeah, when she like does
And
the
the
green
guard
thing.
are like discussing to say, like, you have to kill her. She's an enemy. Yeah, but you do it. Like no one of them wants to do it. That's such a cool scene.
Yeah, that was cool. I forgot about that. Oh damn, yeah, that was like
If
this.
only,
This show was intense.
if only Sasha took the shot. That's all I'm gonna say. Because that's what Sasha probably thought too. We didn't get that monologue, but she's like, whatever. She's just a girl. No big deal.
Damn, yeah, this is.
Oh, that's true. Yeah, she keeps get every time someone's nice, they suffer for it. It's crazy.
Yeah, exactly.
But they can't help it. Just keep doing.
Yeah, but it's like it was really interesting getting like the perspective of like like the new like Marleyan characters or whatever, like the Cart one and the new Jaw Titan, and like how the guy who got it like was like his brother or
I
something.
like how they
and, like,
literally
Rainer.
planned a false flag, and then the false Aaron's like, "I'll take this.
Yeah,
This is fine."
Yes, that's right. They did, and they're like, "Yeah, I'm gonna die here." Yep. And then he died.
So like about okay, go on.
Yeah, but I really enjoy.
Well, I
like,
guess Gabby is handled pretty well. I mean, I'm not so shocked, but like, I wish she didn't have to kill Sasha to do that. But okay, here we are.
Yeah. Like. Yeah, this is like. I really enjoyed like Rainer's entire storyline in this season. Even like throughout the whole show, actually, like he's a very interesting. Like he has like his mind is like really messed up. Like like even the other
You
characters take
don't
note of
say.
it. Like so it's like Yeah, I thought it was interesting when we found out that
I
he
actually
wasn't.
forgot who
even-
was he exactly. Is he the one that like he only went in this to like free his parents or what? Like I think like
He
his
wanted
friend
to be
helped
a
him.
hero, and
Oh yeah, he has a hero
because
complex.
his dad didn't like love his mom or him, so he just like wants to be a hero for like his people to show that they can be like heroic figures. But like
Yes, I
what
guess he has
he's
a hero
doing
complex.
is does not line up with that.
And like he has a hero complex, and he
So he's
and
your
his friend, but he's useless, right? Like he's very weak as a person, so he shouldn't even be there. But like his friend helps
he
him.
wasn't supposed to pass. Yeah.
Meanwhile,
so
you have also the little
Reiner's what
kid.
happens if you join the U.S. Army. So don't do it.
Yes,
Yes,
yes, that is
absolutely.
absolutely what he is.
Absolutely.
Like he literally has like people.
That's why they all have PTSD.
Yeah. Oh shoot.
Yeah.
That's He literally does. Like yeah. That's right. He's like a U.S. soldier.
Like sent off to some foreign land because like supposedly they're enemies. Then they're like, wait, those were people? Damn. And then you never rationalize it.
Or but you're sent in as like a spy though. Like he was a spy specifically. Like so it's like you gotta like hang out with these people here. Like
So
Like,
actually,
yeah.
and this is my like. That's another plot hole. I want you to convince me it's not a plot hole because I love the story and I want to thank it. You guys already convinced that the Sasha scene is not that bad, because I guess having like Aaron laugh at the meme, that was pretty based. Like I now I love that scene. I thought it was bad writing. Now I think it's good writing. So please save this scene for me. Why? Like so they weren't gonna become spies. Their plan was to just destroy the place. With like because like the guy had 1 year.
No, their
or
plan was
something.
to take over the founder powers or something.
yeah, they was to sneak in, join the military, and steal the founding titan.
Oh, the
power.
original plan was to become a spider.
Wait.
Yeah, the
spy-
original plan
become a
was to take the
spider?
founding Titan power, which
Yeah, it was
requires
to
breaking
get the
in.
I thought they wanted to
Founding
invade though. I thought they wanted to
No.
go all in with all
If
the
they were
titans.
doing that, they would send more military power. They just sent like 4 people.
Yeah, that's my question. Why
Yeah.
they just send some kids alone? Like it was so weird to me. Like of course something bad happened. Like they had no experience with titans. Like why didn't send a single adult to escort them to the walls? Like what was that? That's my question. Like why were they stranded
Wait, are we
there?
gonna
Like,
find out that they did though? I mean, maybe they sent like the I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong.
they were alone. Like just 6 kids who had inherited the titan power. Like why were they just sent alone there? What was their plan exactly? I didn't understand that.
Well, their plan did make sense. They were just gonna capture the founder Titan, but like it
Yeah,
didn't
it
work
was,
out.
yeah.
Yeah, let's send 5 kids to
Well,
capture the
okay.
titan. Come on.
But
Hey,
like, they
do you think they just
they
like
were
sent?
well
Do you think
qualified.
they?
I mean,
Do you think the U.S. Army sent like kids over to Vietnam for like this will work out? No, they just did it because they could.
That's so weird. Like they really trial the Titan powers away as well. Like, they can't recover those.
That's just how it is. Just send the kids with Titan power. I mean, they only have like a certain length of how long they have the Titan powers, so
Yeah.
it makes sense that they infiltrate early while they're kids. Oh, and only kids can join the military if you think about it. So
yeah,
that's how
that's
you
true.
get.
They have to go through their military training. Yeah.
Yeah, so they have to go through the military training. That's the only way the spy things works
Yeah.
for the plot as well, if you think about it.
Yeah. It makes sense.
I don't know. It's weird.
What if
like,
a
and how
Titan,
did they
Titan
get
was
in?
4 kids? Tough.
Did they pretend it? Did they pretend they were like I guess like orphans or something to get in the walls? I guess like.
Oh, it's
I
actually
felt it was
pretty
kinda rushed.
easy to pretend you're a fake identity when like
just
1/4
blew up
of
the third
humanity
wall. Yeah.
has to move into another wall. It's pretty easy to fake who you are.
Oh, that's true.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, that makes so
That-
much sense. Yeah.
So like the entire time they could also play it off that they're from one of like the places in the third, like beyond the third wall. And remember, even back in season 3, when they got super hype to retake Wall Maria, it was to stop them from like plugging the hole.
Yeah.
And, like they had that huge fight about. Like
But I always felt like they never had like. I guess like the only things that were stopping the Titans were just
Boy,
like.
it's almost like you didn't watch the first and second seasons.
I didn't watch the second season. But I watched the first and third one. And
Oh my god.
oh, wait, you didn't watch season 2?
I didn't. Who cares about season 2? Actually, did I miss a lot? I don't even know. Did I miss a
I
lot?
mean, probably.
This might explain why you
This
have
might
all these
explain why you're like, oh,
questions.
this doesn't make sense. I wonder
All
why.
these
I wonder
questions.
why.
Look.
And
Here's
we're
the thing,
telling
and
Alex
that's actually
what
a
the
good point. This is a great point to talk about here. I love how like Attack on Titan, the first season looks and feels so immature and so shonen like in a bad way.
What?
The first season of Attack on Titan is so childish.
I think he means
What?
like
People
Aaron.
die when
I
they
think
are
he means
killed.
like
I'm
Aaron's
not even
attitude
gonna,
of like,
like-
I'm gonna kill all the
I am
Titans.
gonna put Wiki on mute because I cannot listen to his heresy when he talks about
Wait,
season
do you
one of Attack on
season
Titan.
one that much,
Yeah, I
really?
like
I
season
just
one.
cannot do
Yeah,
it.
I like season one.
That because
Hello,
it's like
Alfredo.
pretty like it was pretty agreed upon. Like the season one, it's kind of cheap with its twists. It feels like kind of like
What?
all that. It feels like it always needs to have
Yeah,
like
he's probably
oh,
saying just
Aaron's gonna
unbelievably dumb
die.
shit.
Oh wait, he can become a like. It has like so many characters like oh no they're gonna die. It's very like, it always has those twists all the time like
Not
with-
really. Like
people
most
die
of the
when
people
they're
die. like so many people die in like the first season. Like it's crazy. Like
Okay, I think I don't want
Yeah.
to hear Wiki describe Attack on Titan anymore. So I guess we're done.
ReZero.
Yeah, we're moving
ReZero.
on. We're moving on. We're
ReZero
moving
season
on.
2 part 2.
Okay, I'm gonna tell good things then.
Let's see. I haven't seen the most recent episode with Ekidona,
yeah.
but I'm really looking forward to it.
Yeah. I did watch the most recent episode.
Doing great. You missed
So,
most of
yeah.
the stream, Alfredo. We're talking about all the second seasons. We just hyped up
Yeah,
Attack on Titan. I had a rant about the Promised Neverland, and now we're on to Re:Zero.
Yep.
Yep.
So, yeah, lots of things already start happening from the beginning of this part. It's kind of like Attack on Titan season 3 part 2 in that sense. It's like things are advancing like the plot along.
Yeah, things are finally going forward
Yes.
after being in a loop for all of season one.
Yeah.
Or part of season two.
Right. It's kind of like Attack on Titan too in that sense. Yeah. So, you want to take this away, Zolo? Because lots of stuff happens.
I mean, honestly, I haven't seen the most recent episode.
That's fine.
But I like that, like, they're exploring, like, you know, like, it's like I thought it would be, because basically, like, it's Amelia doing the trials, and we get to see, you know, her past.
Yeah,
and,
we get to see Garfield's past too,
Yep. And
Otto's.
Beetlejuice.
and Otto's,
Beetlejuice.
and yeah, Betelgeuse. We get Otto's backstory.
Oh no, Beetlejuice shows up again. No.
Yes, he
does.
does. He does.
Don't even say it. Don't even say
I
it.
won't.
Don't even say it. For the
Wait,
non-believers
say
out
what?
there, for the non-believers out there in Re:Zero, and I know you're out there. All right, give it a chance. You won't regret it.
Wait, you guys don't like Otto?
No,
I
he's
love
talking
Otto.
about Betelgeuse.
I'm talking
guys don't like
about
Betelgeuse?
Re:Zero in general.
You guys don't like Beetlejuice backstory?
No,
No,
he,
I like
Clancy
Beetlejuice. Oh my
hasn't
God.
watched. Oh my god.
Oh, who didn't?
I haven't seen
Oh
any
my
part
god. Wiki, stop. Please.
Oh, now I get it.
Wait,
You
no.
just could have said it.
We're
two.
Alright.
So what I'm saying is
Well,
there's
nothing
huge
was said,
spoilers
no.
surrounding Beetlejuice, and I'm like, why is he back? Why?
It's actually important, kind of. Yeah.
Let's talk about the part he actually watched then.
Yeah.
Do you guys like for the first part of this of Re:Zero then?
What?
The
The
first,
first-
Yeah,
the
I
first
like
part
all
of
of
season
these.
2 was
No, yeah,
is
season
amazing.
2, yeah. The
Yeah, I
first
like
season
Yeah.
2.
Yeah, I liked it.
The second season has convinced me that Re:Zero is actually good, whereas the first season I was not sold. But I'm now like
Really?
the show's
I don't
actually
know.
good.
It feels kind of bad. Like it just became a therapy session. Like, don't you feel like that way?
No.
Now
I
Re:Zero
mean,
is just a therapy
kind
session.
of, but like
I mean, it sort
Well,
of
I-
is,
does
but
its
that doesn't
job
mean it's
well.
not good.
Yeah. Yeah, it does it well, yeah.
Oh man, I hate exploring people's traumas.
Like, okay,
Wow.
one of like
oh man, I
Look
could
at
never
Wiki
watch
over
Wonder
here.
Egg Priority, the best trauma therapy show
Look at
this
Wiki over
season.
here. Too good for people's traumas.
I mean,
So-
Wonder Egg priority. You have like people's traumas are dealt in a metaphorical way, and it's just one episode and that's it. In this one, you have huge monologues of people just like saying, "I'm gonna get better." It's
No,
Sure.
you're just so oversimplifying it. I'm not even going. This is, honestly, I swear to God, I can only talk about new anime with Wiki because, like, if you ever
It'll
watch
make
like
me
a
love
long-running
it.
series with him,
Defend it
he
for
always
me.
tries to like be like, "Oh, this is cliche" or blah 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 blah.
What? I
blah,
never do
whatever
that.
shit.
What?
You just did it. You were saying Attack on Titan season 1 is bad, and now you're trying to say ReZero. And just like over here, I'm like, okay,
I
I
mean,
get
I
it.
I'm
don't
not the
have a
only one who
problem.
thinks
Okay,
that.
I don't have a problem with Wiki saying that like he thinks the first season is cliche. I have a problem because he's saying that because other people say that. So he's parroting their opinions on Attack on Titan.
Well,
No,
yeah,
I
I mean, that's
agree.
what
I
happens.
felt it was. I felt it was bad as well when I was watching.
This is the Shape's hive mind. Stay away
The
from it.
shapes I mind.
This is the
Oh no.
Shape's hive mind.
No, this is everyone's hive mind. Everyone like felt like
No, it's
season
the
was
Shape's hive mind.
people just
Because
keep
that's the hive
screaming all the
mind.
time. Like one of the biggest points about the first season of Attack on Titan that people say that like the
And that's
director
fun.
used to do Death Note, right? Like, and everyone loves him on Death Note because Death Note is a
Yeah,
very
everyone loves him on
super
Death Note,
dude-
and everyone loves him on Attack on Titan. So I see no issue.
No, because a big meme is that like everyone on Attack on Titan just screams all the time. Like it's too over the top. So like Death Note, it was perfect for him because Death Note is not over the top all the time. So he can just like when it actually calls for it, he can deliver his over the top stuff. But Attack on Titan, you can just be over the top all the time. So characters just keep screaming. It's insane. Like it's too much.
Like
There's so many
there
stuff.
one like train like the military guy who's like training them to be soldiers. Like that. That's such an iconic meme. Like it was so worth it. That he just screamed all the time. The boot camp.
Either
guy.
Not to mention, like,
that's true. It's like
the
it is
Army
a cool
drill
meme.
sergeant. It makes sense. It makes sense.
I mean,
Another
I think
thing, like the first season, like Mikasa and Levi
it
are
makes
way
sense
too
that
strong.
they're screaming all the time when they're literally like staying on a wall addressing like a group of soldiers. Then it makes sense that they're screaming their orders.
Yeah, it does. It does.
That's a fair point. But like, and also Mikasa and Levi are
This is
so
what happens
strong.
when you align yourself
So-
with anime hipsters. Don't do it.
No, like, the
This is
first
what
season,
happens.
okay,
Honestly,
so
I
the thing I
feel
hated.
I feel bad for you. Honestly, I pity you.
But did you hate like
You
how
can't
Mikasa
enjoy
was
things
Oh.
anymore.
Oh, I think I
No,
talked.
Mikasa was
gotta
cool.
have,
Wait,
like,
guys. I think I talked about this like in a discussion we had, but I didn't mention on live stream. But I love how Attack on Titan has these characters that are they're so like defined as like this specific type of character, but like beyond that, they don't really have much depth. They're just like that character is what my point. I think. I don't know if that makes
Yeah,
sense.
but they're decent. They're decent enough.
Yeah,
fleshed out
they like
characters.
work in the story and like they're iconic, but they don't feel like people. Which is, I mean, it's okay.
Wait, what do
but,
you mean? I don't feel
Like,
wait, what
like
do you mean?
Sasha's gimmick is like, she just wants food all the time. It's like it's a good
Yeah,
character,
I-
it works, but she doesn't feel like a real person beyond that.
That's a good one. What
Okay,
about the other
well,
one?
the-
And
Oh,
I think the other one is
Aaron's
really
like
good.
that, but like
where-
he wants to kill Titans, and Armin's like that, but he wants to see the sea or like, make plans in his head.
This is heresy as well.
I disagree. I disagree.
This
I
is
think
heresy
Aaron,
as
Yeah,
well.
his
Sasha
mom
felt like
died.
Sasha feels like a homegrown Oklahoma girl. Okay, who's gonna shoot people off her goddamn forest ranch or whatever the fuck it was in that one episode.
it
with
was
her
a
dad.
forest ranch. Yeah.
I mean, I guess that's true. Yeah.
So I'd say that's honestly just you trying to do a wiki here and be.
I mean, you're
hipster
not
and
wrong.
Be wrong.
I wasn't
Yeah,
a fan of
it's
Attack on
true.
Titan. Aaron's like mom was just, to begin with, they are in that age without video games and stuff. So like I guess the best they could
Dude,
do is
having
just
your
play
mom be
Forest or
eaten
something.
by a Titan in the first episode in front of you—that's so cliche.
What?
Very cliche.
No, what I mean is like his mom dies. Of course, he's obsessed with killing Titans. Come on, that's common. Like, that is a good character. I don't know. It makes sense.
And so
Yeah,
is
it does make
and so is
sense.
Gabby.
Like your mom dies to capitalism, and you become a revolutionary. That's all you think about every day. That makes sense.
Yeah.
Yeah.
By the way, weren't we talking about ReZero?
We
You were, and I had
This
nothing to
is
say.
not-
So
he wanted to say that ReZero season 2 part 1 wasn't good because it's a therapy session. And therapy is bad is basically
Okay,
what he's saying.
okay. Let's
Okay,
get
explain
into
to
this.
me.
He's
Explain
basically
to me.
Wiki is anti-mental health is basically what.
No,
Which,
no,
which
Zoe,
is
Zoe,
funny
explain.
because Wiki hypes up mental health all the time, and all of a sudden, like when it's an anime, it's not real.
Keep your mental health.
No,
I think he's just trying to sell
Look,
you
look,
his
traumas
own
are valid.
therapy sessions. He's like, don't
Look,
watch
I
Ray
am
Zero.
someone.
Come to me.
Look, I am someone who loves immersive stories, okay? And the reason I don't enjoy that much, like the therapy session stuff, is that I can't wrap my head around why is there like a barrier that blocks people from like getting away from the place, and the only way to unlock the barrier is by having a therapy session and like
Wiki raises
beating
a
your
good point.
inner monsters.
Wiki raises a
Why?
good point.
What is going on? I don't understand this season. It just became a therapy session. Please explain to me what the fuck is going on.
You gotta watch the anime.
Like honestly, like we still don't know how the like what a kid's plan is like here with like trial
Yeah,
thing.
what's going on? What is it?
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie,
Why
but
did-
the setting is not like the most understandable thing ever.
I am
That's
so
wrap my head
confused this
around.
whole
to understand
season.
it to enjoy it.
Yeah, it's
You
yeah.
don't need to understand to act like you need to understand something and enjoy it. There would not be one Fate fan alive if that was the case.
Yeah, that's
Acting like,
also
oh, I
true.
don't understand this, so I can't enjoy it. Man, that is a peon brain take right there. You're not supposed to understand everything in the story as it's happening.
What about
That
like
would
the
be
other
a bad
guy?
story to reveal all its cards.
Yeah, Attack on Titan, I didn't understand what was happening during like season 2 or like part of season 3. Like I didn't understand what was happening, but it did all come together.
Yeah,
at
but
the
Attack on
end,
Titan
didn't it?
become suddenly like 8 or 10 or 12. I don't know how many episodes just about like having a therapy session with Harry.
That's not what it was about, though. Like he literally like went there. He like fought them. Like multiple things
I
happened.
can't
like,
believe Wiki is so anti-mental health. That's really what's surprising.
he literally got his
That's
flesh
really what's
devoured.
I'm just confused.
Like he literally got his flesh
I mean,
devoured
hasn't this
by
been Ray
flesh-eating
Zero
demons.
all along though? Like nothing's
That
changed.
has been ReZero all along. That's the thing is like, yes, it has been a therapy session all along.
Yes,
And
exactly.
it's not a bad thing. I don't think.
Like one of the best
Not
scenes
a bad thing.
so far in season 2 was the one where he finds that he can travel back in time, and he has like a fucking mental breakdown, and it's such a great performance. And I'm like, oh yeah, like yeah.
Oh no, I
the
used
first
to
one,
love
first-
them. I used to love that ReZero was a show where like there were moments where the main character would break down and he would literally have a lap pillow.
Well,
I
I'm
love
talking
that.
about season 2.
I love I love the immediate
Bring back the
sessions
lap
with him.
pillows.
I like those. But I don't like when he goes to another universe
They already did
where he
bring
can revisit his memories.
lap pillows.
And then like and then he, like a witch tells out, "Do you feel better now?" And like, dude, what's going on?
Oh, which didn't tell
I-
me to feel
I like when the
better.
media is like having a relation.
No. I got this. I'm about to come at you know.
Okay,
you do not-
Zolo.
You do not get to say, oh, he didn't work through his trauma. He was working through his trauma, okay? It was not Emilia that made him feel that way. He is working through it in his own way. Okay? I don't even know what to say to you because you're just saying, like, oh, he just got over it. And he even admitted in
Wait,
that one
I didn't
episode with his
say
parents,
that,
he was
what?
like, yeah, I don't know if all that was true. I don't know
Wait.
how much of that was authentic. But I know
Yeah.
that I have to face the reality.
She's literally using a hypnosis therapy session with Subaru. Like,
Why is it's like it's a bad thing?
because why is she doing it? What is going
Anti-mental
on?
health right here, hours.
Like, she was supposed to be the knowledge witch who like should like fuck with people, but now like she's arresting.
Oh, didn't you see the big reveal though, or did you not see that?
What? What? I watched everything. What am I missing?
Like Echina's real intentions.
Yeah, I don't know
dude,
what.
her-
What are
remember
they?
she wants to use like his power to like infinitely loop time. Like she wants like unlimited time powers that would be granted with his power. That's why she wants
That's
to make a
that's
contract
what
with
she
him.
says, but she also
No,
cares. She
the-
also cares about him a little bit.
She does care about him a little bit, but like she's like taking the most extreme path to like get the best answer. Like she's like, we'll try every possible like way we can get through this, and it's like it'll just like
She's also having a therapy session with the Dragon Kid guy and also no or Bear Kid. Wait, is it a Bear Kid? I think it's a Bear
The
Kid.
tiger. The
Oh, he's a tiger.
Garfield.
Yeah,
Garfield. The
yeah.
cat
She's
boy.
having
Yeah,
a
the
therapy session with
Australian
Tiger,
tiger.
with Emilia, with Subaru. Everyone is having a therapy session.
I like
What
how
is
I like how
going on?
Garfield is labeled
Why,
like
why
the
are you so
conservative
anti?
faction.
Why are you so? You know what I
Yes.
sense from Wiki? I sense a refusal to engage with his own emotions.
Like,
Are you relating to Subwoofer Wiki?
I relate to Titania in the chat, who's
I
that?
think he's
Yeah,
like Garfield
Zero
right now, and he's like in
is hyper
denial.
focusing on.
He's in denial about why he's in the cemetery.
Funnily enough, the therapy
Like,
part was my
I
favorite part of Ray Zero. Oh, Wiki, you're outnumbered.
yeah.
Oh wait, really? Okay, I'm all
Yeah.
numbered. I guess.
Yeah.
I don't know. I guess I have
Otto,
to see a
what on
therapy.
Otto? Can't you get?
Oh,
past
I love
this?
Otto. Is
He's
my
not
favorite.
going through no
Okay, who
shit.
is best girl? Who is best girl?
Otto.
Otto.
Like-
Otto.
Amelia
Trash.
was best boy.
Trash is
Otto's
honestly
best
the
boy.
Otto is best
The
girl.
trash.
I ship.
Okay. Oh wait.
Yeah.
Oh my god, I forgot there's the Beastars. Can we just talk about Beastars instead?
Hold on. Let's finish ReZero first. Cause, like,
No, we got it. We got
Okay,
it.
what's your favorite part of season 2 then? Let's talk about the good things.
well, like I said, the part where he cried. Well, his kiss scene with Amelia was pretty great. That was like done.
Wait, what?
Wait.
I mean, honestly, I can't even say what my favorite part was because it would spoil things. So
I'm
just gonna say,
I actually forgot that
yes,
happened.
it is a therapy session, but that does not make it. I mean, I would like it to go on record to say that Weeb Revolution is pro mental health, and we want you to do
Yes.
what's best for you. And sometimes
you need to
talking
cry
about your feelings
and talk about
with
your
a
feelings.
witch in a dream world is the best way to work.
I
out
am
your
pro mental
feelings.
health as well. I kind of enjoy the fucking thing, but I just want to understand why they're having therapy sessions. It is so confusing to me, and it's breaking my immersion completely.
Well, maybe it'll just be explained later.
It's like,
Yeah,
how
I'm
can you have a
waiting.
therapy session if you don't even know where you are?
Hey, if I'm with a witch in a dream world that can like make magic happen, I'll listen to what they have to say, and if they want to hear me out, I'll let them hear me out.
Echina should
That's
have
all-
won.
We are pro mental health here at Weeb Revolution. Besides, Wiki.
Don't
Speaking of
put
mental
words in my
health, let's
mouth.
talk about Beastars.
Beast.
Beastars, yes.
Yes. Yes. Okay, season 2, Beastars, and it's really good so far.
It's
Please
already
with this.
good, yeah.
Yeah, it starts off really good. We're exploring the murder.
What surprised me though is
Investigation
Haru's
thing.
not even a relevant character this season. It seems.
Not right now, at least in this arc. Like she was there in like episode 1, like Kext and Legosi, and they're hanging out. It's cute.
Yeah, they got friend zoned. I was like, damn.
But we do meet an interesting new character as well. Hexai, the school security guard. That was really interesting stuff. Because
Wait, I read the manga. Who is this guy?
The snake?
the snake.
Oh, the snake. Oh, I forgot. He's a security guard.
Yeah, the snake is a school security.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's a cool
He has,
character. He's
a
great.
horror movie introduction. That was pretty fun. I like chuckled when they like first like found it, like
Yeah.
they like took a picture of him. I'm like, that was amusing. Or it's like they're like a horror. Like they built up to the reveal pretty well. Like I liked that. It was very like creepy and atmospheric at times. And then like Legosi's like, yo, hey, who are you? Like, what's your name? Like, why are you following me around everywhere? That part was great. Like, and like their interaction are pretty fun. Like when he first meets him, he just turned his back to me, like to like do the laundry. He's like, yeah, sorry, give me. And I was like Legosi's so like relatable.
Oh.
If you're just like an awkward person at all, just like, oh, hold on, give me a sec.
Okay, so it turns out LARPing is actually the best way to learn
Learn what?
What?
anything.
Really?
I mean, like, I'm looking at this infographic.
So I just gotta LARP my way to success.
Exactly. If we
Yeah.
LARP the revolution, it will come. We LARP
If
the
we pretend the
revolution.
revolution's already here, it will happen.
It's already happened, and we just don't know it
Yeah,
yet.
the tribunals will not be televised.
The tribunal
Yeah,
will
no,
not be
so-
televised.
Tribunals.
How far is the story on the manga? Like, what's the last event that happened?
The last event
okay,
that
the
happened
latest
in the
event-
show was he was
Legoshi got
getting his
stripped of his
training
fur.
by the panda bear.
Yes.
Oh, I
he's
love the
getting
panda
training.
guy.
I love the
Yeah.
panda. Panda.
The panda guy is awesome. He's great.
That's who
Are we
I'd
still
like
on
to be.
Titan?
We're talking
In the
Beastars.
He's like a good club. Right?
Wait, remember when we never added Alex? Oops.
Oh, well, we were talking about. Well, we kept going
Oh,
back
yeah.
and forth on what we were talking about. Like,
Honestly, that was probably my
I know
favorite
it
part of
was
the whole
just
stream. though.
imagine annoying into my eyes.
yeah. Anyway, so
Us talking about Attack on Titan, ripping on Wiki for his terrible moral beliefs.
yeah.
God damn it. Okay.
That was our
I
own
didn't
tribunal.
Who I'm going to arbitrarily side with in this argument I wasn't here with.
No, it's good you weren't here, Alex. It's fine.
Well, we're glad you're here now.
Wiki, you were
We're
right.
glad you're here now, though.
I flipped a coin and a coin says I side with Wiki. So Wiki,
Amen.
Then
Amen,
you
brother.
have some mental health sessions.
Yep, we're over. Yeah, no. Be careful not to have a therapy session in front of Wiki, though, Alex. Be careful. He's anti-therapy, so.
Yeah,
Wait,
he's
what?
anti-mental health. Yeah. You
I
signed
love
up,
therapy.
You're
Go see a therapist, even if you don't feel bad. It's just good for our mental health anyway. Everyone should see a therapist, no matter how they're feeling. It's a
He has
it's a
to
great
cover his tracks now because he's
He basically mocked the
Oh,
trauma of all the ReZero characters and said
as
they
well as
weren't
like the
valid.
Attack on Titan characters and like all the characters,
I love
Anyways.
Attack on Titan. It's what
But
Naruto
anyways,
wish it
we were
was in the
talking
war
about
arc.
Beastars. Yeah,
Beastars. Yeah, that's
He's
his
getting
awesome.
training from the panda, and he shaved off his fur, so everybody's like all freaked out.
That was crazy when that happened. I was so surprised.
I was too. I didn't know what was going on, and he like locks him there, and it's like, oh, and he has like a sickle, and I'm like, oh shit, like kind of like
Wait,
in
wait.
his car.
wait, what context am I already setting? Would you use a sickle in a city?
So Titania asked to join the call, and I would say yes, but like I'm getting sleepy, so like the stream's like almost over.
Yeah, it is almost over. Yeah.
Well, we can talk after.
Yeah, we can talk after.
Yeah,
Yeah.
if you go to AniTube International when we wrap up the stream, you can join. But I'm going to sleep.
Comrade, and
So
I'll
I won't be
post the
there.
link for a third time.
Yeah, I have to
So-
leave soon as well, but yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, Beastars season 2. I think this is like the last show to talk about actually,
Yeah, this will be the last show.
because I don't think
There's
there's
not much.
anything else we can
I mean,
talk
Lock
There is
Horizon's
Doctor Stone.
cool, but like it's just politics, so there's not really much to say. Like you kind of you're gonna have to be in the
Pac-Man's
know
gonna
what's
be
going on.
in that. Pac-Man
So,
will
yeah.
we'll do the
That looks like it.
Stuff.
I mean, not much
Okay, so
else-
guys, what's
not
your
many other
favorite?
shows.
What do you guys think of Legosi? Do you guys like Legosi in this story?
I love Legosi. He's very relatable.
Why?
I can
I
relate
like
to him.
Wolves, and I like Razor from Genshin Impact. So
I like a
think-
Razor from.
I'm sorry.
I mean,
But,
I'm pretty sure Marx in Des Capital doesn't even make an argument that well
Man,
thought
that's
out.
crazy. Is this really all the Chinese donghua this season? That's crazy. There must be so many shows not listed. There's like so few.
'Cause one
Maybe
of my
like they
favorite
don't
things
do
about
winter
Beastars-
donghua.
If you think being into that is bad, there's a bunch of Korean manga that my dad that worked on in the old job a long time ago that I would love to finish, but no one's ever finished to translate any of them. So if all these things that I got invested in, I'll never know how it ends unless I go read Korean.
Oh, I wanted to also talk about. I really enjoy Lewis's
Yeah,
character
third
progression.
season of Line Horizon. Hype.
Wait, who?
Like-
Who's Lilith? Who's Lilith?
I was talking about Lewis in
That's
Beastars.
the deer. Right?
Oh, who is
the
Louis
deer.
again? Who is Louis?
Louis
again?
is
Lee
the deer.
Louie.
Louis.
Oh, the
Louis.
deer, the deer. Okay.
The deer.
I am
yeah.
very bad with names, by the way.
I
We all
really
are.
like his character progression. Yeah, we all are. I like his character progression in this season. It's very interesting.
It's crazy
like,
how
he-
like insane he is, and like
Oh, what is he
you
doing
can
right
feel
now?
like the
What's he doing?
naivety of everything he does.
like he's running the Shishigumi.
Oh,
And
he's already
like,
doing
just,
that? He's
Yeah,
already...
yeah,
Oh, I love that
Yeah.
part. It's so fucking cool.
yeah.
Why,
That's
why do you
where
think
we're
he's
right
doing
now.
it? Why do you think he's doing it?
Like he's like already kind of explained his reasons. Like, did you know?
Do you
stuff.
believe him though?
Like, sort of. Like I don't know. It's like it's really complicated. It's
Okay,
a
what
really
are
interesting situation.
his reasons? What are his reasons?
Well, for one thing, he's trying to like get away from his dad, and all. At least that's what he tells his dad. And thinks to himself. Like he also doesn't like he sees the world for how it is, as he says. Like where it's like, yeah, they have to like eat meat and stuff. So like if there's like the herbivore, then I can like. Yeah, it's like so interesting. Interesting character.
It is interesting. I can confirm, but I can't say more because I'm not really sure where the anime left off.
Please don't spoil.
I'm not.
Okay, but like I like.
Hence why I'm being super vague.
It's complex. It's very.
Alex
like,
read the manga. It's so weird when Alex like reads things ahead. It's like you never know.
No, he
Then
didn't read the manga. He watched
No.
Jack Saint's video on it.
Oh, as always, you
Which is
just watch
basically what goes in
videos.
the manga.
Don't worry, I will let you all know that I read that.
Yeah, so I'm pleased with the direction his took. It's
I
very
keep trying to
interesting.
start beef with Jack Saint on Twitter. He never responds though. But I'm gonna get him someday. I'm gonna get him someday.
Okay.
Anyways,
Yeah,
Anyway.
Beastars is hype as usual, but like I'm actually sleepy, so I think we're gonna call it the stream here.
we can let's wrap up. Like
Yeah,
final thoughts. Okay. So
it's a good season. I would watch it again.
it it simultaneously has some of like the best, most hyped shows airing right now, and some of the absolute worst shows I've ever seen in my life.
Oh yeah, that's why I put the title
That's
here.
a
We
good
literally
point.
have the lowest rated show of
I
all
mean-
time, X Arms, next to
Yep.
the final season of Attack on Titan,
Attack
which
on
is going
Titan.
to take the throne
Are you
probably for
telling me those
best.
aren't the same level of fun to watch?
So I'm gonna say, okay, for me, I'm gonna say Attack on Titan final season, Beastars, Horimiya, and Wonder Egg are my top picks for this season.
I was saying that many now. You aren't allowed to do that, right? You have to pick your favorite,
I
right?
just said 4, and I assume you guys
Oh.
probably agree. So
I think Busty White Blood Cell, most underrated waifu.
I mean, she
I
does
accidentally
fight
turned
off
down the
the germs
volume.
and
I guess everything you just said didn't get picked up. Oops.
Oh, okay. I think Busty White Blood Cell is the most underrated waifu.
I mean, I
Or
can't argue
maybe
that.
most overrated? I don't know.
Wait.
I just think-
Somehow we moved to cells at work and I didn't even know.
No, I mean, like, it's there. I'm just acknowledging I've seen it. It's a neat show, great season. Good job,
Okay.
everyone.
I want
Yeah.
I want a final thought on
This is
Attack on Titan. Can I
Hype.
say?
No,
Can I say?
stream
Can I
over.
be- Oh wait, really?
Oh wait, what is it?
Oh come on, just one thought. I want to say like Attack on Titan is doing what Naruto was supposed to have done, what everyone expected it would do in the Ninja War arc. It feels like it's actually what was supposed to be, which is a bunch of like different mechanics interacting with each other, like seeing like the flying like gear fighting like the anti-Titan.
yeah.
That's so cool to see. And in Naruto, like in the Ninja War, that never happened. It's pretty lame. The fights, it becomes a bunch of 1v1s. Like it's so chaotic. And also, the thing about the cycle of violence that Naruto was trying to do, I would say like the Attack on Titan did much
Yeah,
better.
it does a much better job.
It does the cycle of violence so well because, like I said before, it ties in everything together.
Now,
Yeah.
for being better
Yeah,
than
it's
Naruto,
perfect. I think-
here,
What?
But does the
Sorry.
character of Attack on Titan turn out to have his dad be, or turn out to be descendant of Moon Jesus?
What?
I mean, basically, yeah.
No.
I'm making fun of Naruto.
Wait, not
Oh,
that
I
we
know
know
you're
of.
not.
Not that we know of yet.
Oh well.
We don't know if the
Anyway.
Eldians are moon people.
I
So when Kishimoto was sleeping, he woke up and watched Attack on Titan. That's his dream that the Naruto and the War arc was.
I did read somewhere that somebody said that Attack on Titan is like what Game of Thrones should have been like at the end or something like that, and I'm like,
Another one.
yeah,
I, mean, I don't
guess.
know. I have a feeling that's wrong, but I can't quite say.
Well,
My
no,
roundup,
like the Game of Thrones.
my final thoughts will be a bit shorter because I'm a terrible content creator. I've been spending the season going through all of Railgun instead of doing things that'd be useful.
We know.
But I have to say, from what I've saw, my takeaway is that robots should have rights. That way, people stop making X-Arm a thing.
If robots had civil rights, they would have not allowed X-Harm to air on television. Think about that.
Right, yes. Yes.
A world where robots have civil rights is a world where anime is slightly better. Is there any other better argument for civil rights? And two, X-Arm, ironically, I highly recommend all of you watch it, but with friends.
Hey, watch. Group watch.
If you count the show with the experience of watching with friends, it might be the most
All
entertaining
right,
show.
yeah, that concludes our live stream. X-Arms is anime of the year.